There we
What's
go.
up, ladies and gents and dudes and chicks and germs and butts and butts
And butts.
Dudettes and butts.
Speaking of butts, let's talk about the butts that are going to be laying on the canvas this Sunday and Saturday.
I don't like that pun you just did.
It's
Or whatever you
it's a
just did.
segue of sorts.
Well,
So welcome everyone. This is our 5th venture into the 3-second tan world. Technically 6th if you count Eric's and my little
Our podcast.
audio podcast a couple years back.
Wow, that was after Mania. Like,
No, it was that Fastlane pay-per-view.
oh,
It was building up to...
what one to
Oh,
start?
no. It was Roadblock or whatever they called it.
Oh,
It was
leading
this-
up to it
yeah.
was between.
It was like
Royal
Triple
Rumble
H and whoever it was. It was when Triple H had that belt from winning it in the Royal Rumble. So
Yeah.
a couple years back.
Hey, okay, for some reason the cheers and the chats are not showing up on the overlay, but I am going to fix it, but since people are already talking.
Oh, hey.
Joshua Port says hi. Raven
Hey,
Knight.
Joshua.
Joshua, did someone cheers?
Raven Knight 1 says 5-minute countdown. Ain't nobody got time for that. Henry says, woohoo, how's it going, guys? And
Sup,
then,
Henry?
And then he cheered.
Cool. Hip hip.
Hooray!
So we'll fix the chat for you.
Yeah, I'm
That,
working on
okay,
it
just
right
so
now, guys.
I want to stop real quick. That hip hip hooray thing does not work by yourself.
It's awkward, isn't
I love
it?
you
Yeah.
to pieces, but it was awkward as shit watching you do that.
I was trying so hard. I was like, this is every time I had to do it. I swear to God, Sarah, you were doing it just to see me struggle.
But I
After the
ultimately...
first few, I think so.
Cheering, yeah, cheering. So
I mean, I got her doing it, so it helps when I...
yeah, but I can't do it by myself.
Right. What I want to have
Hip,
is
hip, and then I
chat.
should have a gif of that little, that, you know, the
Eric,
egg,
train the
the egg in a pan that's going, sama lama duma, you know, the little gif or whatever.
Yeah.
That looks like a mouth. Yeah, just have a little gif of that.
You should have chat saying hooray. I think you
You
should
just
start
have
a
a tiny
hooray.
little video gif of the three of us together just going, hooray.
We should make that.
Or it's like a gif of like just a crowd going,
Well, I told you about ideas I had for your cooking show.
Okay, so this is
So-
relevant, and again, I don't know if the chat is up there yet.
I don't see the chat.
Henry says, can we all take a moment to be happy that Sunday Braun will become champ? I want to take a moment
Maybe.
and be happy about that. But
We have some thoughts on that.
yeah.
So
Spoiler alert.
let's kick things off with a little bit of recap, shall we? Y'all remember extremely
we'll do this. We'll do this
rulies.
recap quick.
We ain't doing nothing.
'Cause
We're taking 4 hours on this one.
Raven says, I wish, but knowing WWE, Lesnar retains.
We'll get to all that. We'll get to everything.
That's
Yeah.
the main event, y'all. Slow down. They're trying to end the show already.
Yeah.
We all think of Brock. Okay, bye. Welcome to the 3-second show, literally. Brock wins. Anyways, Extreme Rules.
Could you imagine that we do that?
We just end the show. I mean,
Brock wins. Bye.
That's an easy night for us.
Yeah. I have drive 45 minutes just to say that.
Let's do it.
No, let's not do it.
So let's recap, though. Let's get on with it. And
Sure.
while Lockesteady scrambles to fix that chatteroo.
Are we giving these out? Are we, like, how many do you have of these?
500.
I don't think that's enough.
You would have spent $10. You would have spent $10 and get 500 more.
I'm just saying you could have told us you were doing it. I would have gave you money to get more.
I ain't worried about that.
He did
It's
mention
fine.
that he was doing it.
He didn't?
I did. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I thought it
It's
wasn't
fine.
finalized. Anyway, this is something we got, okay?
Oh, spoiler alert. It's backwards. Why is it backwards?
Because
'Cause
his camera's reversed so that he's looking at you.
Because I'm on the incorrect side.
Let me see.
Yeah, you can do it.
Is it magic and now it's backwards too? What the heck?
You're supposed to be on the other side. Rob's yours not. Yours is not.
Internet magic.
Yeah, yours is not. Let's fix this. Yours is backwards too. What is happening? This is all stupid.
Oh,
We don't
man.
look like this.
Hold on.
No, this is actually my left eye. I mean, and there it looks like my left one is blinking, but it's.
What the heck happened?
I just ruined it.
Hey, he fixed it.
There you go.
So we have cards. There's a little convention coming up that we're going to next week.
Oh, I didn't finish that graphic. My bad.
So he didn't finish that graphic.
Oh, piece of
That's
crap.
bad.
Sorry, guys.
What graphic?
We'll have it next week.
I was gonna make a flyer.
We'll
Oh,
have it next week.
cool.
But let's talk about Extreme Rules.
Well, before we move on from
Oh,
that,
God, we're never gonna start this
No,
show.
I was just gonna say that we're not gonna be live for it.
It might be. Maybe on Instagram for like 2 minutes.
No, I just mean like we're gonna be commentating.
Oh, yeah,
tournaments
for the show itself. No.
for tournaments for the convention, but we're not gonna be live for those. You can see those. Hey, that's
Chat.
cool. You can see those tournaments and the commentary and stuff like that on Matsuri-Con's website. We'll be putting it up on our website too, our YouTube channel. So
When did we get a website? That's fucking sweet.
We could have a website.
I don't
we
want to
could.
pay for one.
Witwix or Witwix is a streamer.
Wix is fine. I mean,
What was the other? What's the other one that people always have like sponsors for?
I don't know. Oh, I had a
Really?
website on GoDaddy, but I paid
I
for
don't
it.
want to use GoDaddy again. I've been there. I don't.
Why? I got a phone call from Danica Patrick when I signed up.
It wasn't real
Hold
though.
on,
It
guys.
was
No,
It was.
but it was a real recording.
That's true.
Apparently, we are a slideshow right now,
Our frame rate's bad.
but I don't know if that's my internet at home being spotty or if it's.
Can you check?
Yeah,
We're a slideshow, huh?
you're fine.
Are you plugged in with the Ethernets?
I sure am.
You're fine forever.
My Wi-Fi is turned off.
Your wife's turned off.
Yep.
Well,
I mean, have you looked at me?
whoa.
Took the words.
Let's turn around.
Nope,
All right, we're good over there.
We're smooth, so it's just you.
Sooth Smalin.
Sorry.
So,
Restart your router.
Yeah.
Launcher was still open, so I closed
Yeah,
it.
so-
Hopefully that helps.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, dudes.
All right, so let's move on with this recap.
Yes, let's do it.
Rob,
Can I take this with me?
Yeah, that's yours.
I thought you brought your laptop. with
Andrade Cien Almas with Selena.
Why do you say it like that?
I don't
Just say it
know.
normally.
I don't want
you. I've
to.
only got 8 minutes.
Selena Vega. He
Or 8
defeated
seconds. I mean, Jesus.
Sin Cara in the pre-show match here.
7 seconds.
7 minutes.
Oh, that's how you read time.
Thoughts on this one?
Didn't watch it. Didn't care.
Yeah.
Fast
missed the
forward.
pre-show
I fast
altogether.
forwarded through the pre-show because
You
I
know,
didn't watch it live.
Do you like Andrade? I know nobody cares for Sin Cara. No offense, but he's
I mean,
he's fine.
I think that what they're putting him through right now is
the man has no face.
what they're putting him through right now. Like I just don't care about the matches. Like I don't care about Sin Cara, so I didn't watch his match.
Well, why you got Andrade going against 205 guys? Is he 205?
No.
Then why- what are they
He's
doing?
on the main roster.
Yeah, what are they doing
Yeah,
with him?
no. Rusev's on Raw, right?
Russo's on 205?
No.
Rusev's on SmackDown.
Rusev's on SmackDown, so he's on SmackDown because they're doing that co-op.
Oh yeah, the mixed tag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's fine.
he's main roster.
No, Sin Cara, not almost.
Yeah, no, Sin Cara is 205. At least he
Yeah.
is when they
No,
want
he
him
just
to be.
asked me if Almost was.
Yeah.
I swear to
205.
God, you said Sin
No,
Cara.
I
and
said
he's 205,
Sin.
isn't he?
Yeah,
Whatever.
Sin Cara is. Yeah.
I mean, Andrade has a lot of potential. He's another one of the
No,
guys.
wait. Sin Cara isn't. It's the other his tag team partner, Kalisto.
Oh, why you gotta have one and not the other? Hey, we got a cheers, hip hip.
Hooray!
Hooray! Actually showed up on the screen too.
Yep.
Anyways,
Did you just do the Matt Hardy laugh?
Somebody's got to do it because he quit. You see, he switched his Twitter is no longer hashtag Woken Matt Hardy. It's Matthew Hardy, and it's a picture of him like young as shit.
I don't
sad.
think he quit. I think he retired.
think they were a team in NXT for a bit.
Almas and Sin Cara.
I can't read that. from
Maybe.
here, who that was.
So here's the thing. Much like I said in the last 3 second 10, Almas is another victim of main card booking.
Yep.
Fantastic work, even a champ in NXT.
NXT.
But you bring him up and he's just,
It's not the size of it, Rob. By the way, it's the blue on black.
yeah.
Well, you can't read most of the names anyway the way it was before. Sarah's name, kind of smallish, was trimmed down to Kindo.
Kindo.
Who's that?
was Raven.
That was Raven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a
So,
pre-show match.
You guys can change your colors, by the way, to lighter colors.
They can do it themselves.
Yeah, you can do it in the chat.
Oh, right on.
I
I
didn't
didn't,
know.
know that.
Yeah, it's one of the little. There's like a gear option that gives you options, like to change little icons next to your name.
Everyone change your color white so we can see you.
Not white, just
Why?
because the chat's white too.
That's fine.
Okay, whatever. Yellow. Do yellow.
I'll do yellow. That's fine.
Whatever.
Something bright.
Yes.
Like
Then you can all have
me.
gold.
So you know what's not bright? Sanity.
Oh, we have a segue. Indeed, Sanity featuring Eric Young, Alexander Wolf, and Killian Dane. Who did they defeat?
You mean Meth Mouth Butter?
The New Day.
They defeated the #1 contenders for SummerSlam. Wow. How do things work in WWE?
They
Does
don't.
anyone know?
They don't.
So it was a tables match. A tables match on the pre-show. I get that we're setting up Extreme Rules here, but...
You had more Extreme Rules in the pre-show than most of the main show at this point.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
At least we got pancakes.
Yes.
Don't tell.
Well,
I
purple was
really
fine.
would love some pancakes.
You made pancakes.
I
It
did.
did?
Bacon pancakes, which you can see on demand.
How and where?
Didn't change it in the chat.
The internet.
YouTube.com.
Fail. So yes,
Here.
there you go. Let's toast some acumen backwards.
Anyway,
The dude DACA.
Yes, Sarah, that's better. Thank you.
I like it.
Well, to be fair, I knew yours was purple, though.
It's true. Yours isn't as bad. Raven, the dark blue. It's a good color, but it doesn't go well on the screen.
Yeah. And then the next match that was on there was the B team.
B team.
The best team versus the Deleters of Worlds.
For the titles. Going into this, we had some predictions. Ultimately, I said if they were going to throw a wild card, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, if anyone wants to go back and watch the other one, I said B team was going to be the wild card here to win the belts.
I don't remember if you said wild card, but I know that that's who I thought was going to win.
I think you went with that, but I said if they were going to pull something, they would pull them getting the win. And ultimately they did, and I don't hate it. Like I think they're
I think it's
quite
good.
entertaining. I love the mockery segments. I love the
those were great.
like. I think they're a solid B team. Like it's a tag belt. You're not
You're not going
The
to
main
have
eventer.
the Rock and Sock connection anymore.
well, right.
No, because you have the Boston Hug connection.
That's true. Which I think they're still... I'll talk about that when we get to it.
That's well. They're not even. Are they on SummerSlam?
Not that
No,
I'm aware
but
of.
I'll get to it when we get
Okay.
to it. I don't think they're on... Oh, no, they're not going to be in any of our predictions.
No.
So what I think they're doing with that is with the Boston Hug connection and the kind of alliance that's with Charlotte and Becky. They're kind of like buddy the T thing. I think they're setting up for a women's tag belt at Evolution.
Yeah. Ultimately they need to.
Yeah, 'cause
I
you
think
have-
the division's deep enough now.
You have
need
Mandy
to take
Rose
divisions.
and
It's just a
what's her
weird.
name?
Of course, that's the only one where I don't have your prediction marked down from the old sheet.
Was the B team
Was
one?
the B team
Yeah.
leaders.
And then-
Eric voted to retain. I voted B team was going to win, and I don't
I
know
voted
if
retain?
Did you really vote?
Yeah, you voted retain.
Wow,
Not
should
I.
have. Yeah, so I think the Boston Hug connection, Charlotte, Becky, the Riot Squad, and then Absolution.
I mean, you have enough to start
Yeah.
a division.
They have at least 4 teams. You can get more. I mean, they can. That pool is so big that you can have people going for the women's title and the women's tag title.
Well, I think I mean the 2 women's belts are fine. I think they need to add more ultimately.
Oh, you mean the belts?
Right.
More belts, yes.
More belts for the.
They need to add
females.
more women too. That's why I think the Mae Young Classic is going to be awesome.
Well, right. They're definitely expanding that roster. When you saw that appreciation ceremony when they were talking about, announcing that pay-per-view, them on the stage when they all stepped forward, I mean, that roster is pretty big compared to years past. So,
And you could
they have
also
potential
elevate
to
people
grow.
who still need to be elevated, like Alicia Fox. She's a fantastic wrestler.
She's been around
but,
for so long, though.
Yeah. But I mean, like, people like that who aren't as good as, like, Becky or Charlotte to be in that
But
main
that's the
event
thing. People can be as good as what Vince wants them to be. He can make something out of nothing. Like he's got that talent.
Well,
Or
I think you have to have some talent to be able to.
Sure, but I mean, it's ultimately who he believes in to put in those spots.
Right, but do you think Charlotte would be where she is if she wasn't as good as she is?
No, I mean she
That's
is
what I mean.
exceeding in expectations of what could be a champion.
Right. I just mean I think you need to have some semblance of talent.
Well, right. The
to-
fans will see through it. I mean,
Yeah.
Roman Reigns is a great example of that. So a lot of people will praise his work ethic, but ultimately,
He shows up every damn week.
He's not a good guy.
he's
not a bad guy.
The guy.
He's the guy.
We all know of my distaste. But
I'm actually reading a lot of articles about him and his reaction to like the fans and stuff. It's interesting.
like, how so? What?
I can't remember anything right now. I just remember
Super
feeling.
interesting. Not at all, but it was super interesting.
I also feel like if I go into it, it'll be a long conversation too.
Well, we
That's
got all
true.
night.
No, we don't. Go.
Anyways, Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt, interesting on paper. Ultimately, too much weird.
I think it's just flat.
I thought they were phenomenal together. I was super excited when they got the push and won the belts, and then it was just like, never mind, we shouldn't have done that.
Well, that's the problem,
apart.
and I don't blame Hardy for it. I blame how they book Bray. They consistently
Yeah, no
drop the
question.
ball with him. We're not worth all night, Rabbit.
Oh, no.
Wow.
I'm tired, bro.
Wow.
And I have a migraine.
I'll
so
stream all night, Henry, just for you.
You got to work tomorrow.
No, I don't. It's Saturday.
You don't have to work. Oh, it's Friday.
Yeah,
Usually-
weird. Weekly
Yeah.
dosage on Friday.
Yeah.
Special night. So technically, you and me, Henry.
You're not doing this without me, unless you want to go off air and come back separately.
I'll use my phone. I got Streamlabs. You and me.
Which again.
So the
you can
next
go off air
match
and come back.
was Finn Balor and Baron
Speaking of
Corbin.
matches that I don't
Finn
know
Balor.
about,
You mean the constable. Fair enough, and I've been working and getting festival set up.
Right on.
So, Finn Balor defeated the constable, which he should have. Oh,
Yo.
we got a cheers. Hip, hip.
Hooray!
Thanks, Andrea Lana. Top 6. So there you have it. Finn Balor, a guy that ultimately is just kind of coasting and doing
What he's told.
stuff. You know,
He's being horribly
From a
misbooked right now. too.
guy that debuted a few weeks before SummerSlam a couple years back. We had another cheers from Henry Hibbett.
Hooray!
Thank you.
You get in on this fun, Eric.
Fun killer.
Hooray.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. Is it 2 or 3 years ago? 2 years ago, Finn got called up, correct? Anyone know?
What?
I don't know.
I was
wasn't
reading
watching at the
Andrew's
time.
mean comment.
Hooray face. Not convincing. Okay.
Dare you to
It's
cheer
more
again.
convincing than his vinegar strokes.
I dare
I'm
you to
gonna go
give
with-
us more cheers.
I'm
I
gonna
dare
go
you
with-
to donate.
2 years ago. Thank you, Henry. I'm going to go with 2. You
Sounds right.
So it was a few weeks before SummerSlam leading up. Ultimately, he earned himself a match against Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship, defeating Seth, becoming the first ever Universal Champion. Getting injured by the barricade in that match, and then having
Immediately
to
having to vacate the
vacate
title.
it, being a champion for one day. Upon his return, we thought we would get like a demon character, some cool gimmick, maybe a match against The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Even the club formation, the Bullet Club here in WWE,
Balor
there was
Club.
the Balor Club essentially is how they were booking him at that time with the coat and everything.
Yeah.
So much potential, and they do nothing with him. They have dropped the ball left and right, and he is still a fan favorite. He gets the crowd interested in his entrance, but
He puts on a good show.
he puts on a good show. But here's the problem: main roster, again, they like big guys. He is smaller than 205. He's 190. He should be on 205, but he's
where
not.
no one will ever see him again.
And that's the thing. Like, what is the stipulation then for 205? Because there are guys that are over 205 that had to cut weight storyline to make it to that show when they
Yeah.
were starting it. They were like at 220. They even had a storyline where somebody was struggling to cut weight and couldn't compete or something. So, who qualifies for cruiserweight? Because that's essentially what it is, and who doesn't?
Undercards.
So that's how they're booking Finn. They put him in the big marquee matches when he's needed, but they don't use him consistently. He said there's no club or demon. Correct. So he's a character that I adored and even spent extra money on one of the 2K games to get his figure, because I was like, this guy's big deal. He's had a big name in the indies. NXT did some amazing things. All the takeovers where he had the characters, most notably the Jack the Ripper character. Phenomenal paint work and the stuff he does. So I'm like, he's going to do awesome things. But they don't want him doing that on the main roster.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Which is dumb. It's just dumb, and I think it goes hand in hand with why Bray Wyatt gets screwed over, because they're both kind of weird characters, and Vince is like, no, we're done doing weird.
yeah.
It's just what it feels like, and it's like, no, the crowd reacts to the weird. That's why Finn got over so well in NXT. Why are you
You want
bring him
something
up and
different.
you just poop on it?
TC, what's up? About time you were legit live. Yeah, we have been airing a lot of reruns. Our schedule is, though, every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Those are our live nights. In between, we do run some reruns.
And
so
there
you
are
can
weeks
catch up.
where sometimes we have to shift.
Yeah. So thanks for checking us out live. Glad you are. But again, we air the reruns just in case people do miss things, and then
Or you want
catch
to
up on the program.
watch, the catch up.
So
Watch the catch-up.
Watch
you know why does NXT better? Why?
Why NXT does better. They let people have better gimmicks.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Agreed.
their gimmicks
100%
also work better in smaller environments too.
Yeah. Which is
Like Tyler
just-
Breeze, for example.
Right.
Or Adam, the long-haired guy who had like the chain of people dancing.
So is my guy apart. Your create a character, of course, every Wednesday.
Adam Party guy used to have like the train of people dancing
Adam
with
Rose?
him. Rose.
Adam Rose and his rosebuds.
Yeah,
Yes.
like he was good in NXT. His gimmick was good in NXT. Well, maybe not great, but it worked in NXT as best as it could. But when he came to the
Thoughts on Mustache Mountain? We're definitely going to get to that.
we're gonna get to that, TC.
Right now we're just recapping,
We're recapping
Extreme
Extreme
Rules.
Rules.
And then next up is NXT TakeOver.
Let's actually finish up the Extreme Rules because we can get to like NXT stuff when we get to NXT.
Yeah.
So I want one closing thought on this topic since we're still on it here. Ultimately, I'm of the opinion that a lot of these guys that are getting signed right now are getting scooped up because the potential, not takeover, pun intended, but potential threat that a Ring of Honor, New Japan, Impact coming back somewhat into the recognition. They're trying to scoop up these gimmicks and storylines and talent so they don't have them. But because WWE has them, they can do whatever they want with them. And if they don't want to push them, they don't have to because they have them under contract.
Yep.
It's theirs. They have no competition. They're buying again. Instead of buying territories, they're buying talent now.
Yeah.
Because they can afford
That's
it.
like that
My
episode. That's like that episode of The Office where Michael goes to start his own paper company, and Dunder Mifflin is like, "Oh shit, that's working. I better buy this so you don't have."
Right. I mean, it's business. It's. I'm not blaming WWE because it's smart business, but the people that it screws over is us as fans who are like, yes, finally the main stage, the big stage for all this talent we loved on the indies and these other companies, and then there's just nothing.
Yeah, in my very brief contribution to that, so we can move on, is I saw this thing earlier that was specifically about that. It was 10 WWE talents that are held onto on the main roster simply so they aren't available to go anywhere else. And even Dolph Ziggler was on there.
Hey, thanks for hosting. That's awesome.
Who
Appreciate
hosted?
it. TC.
Yeah,
Hey, buddy.
appreciate it, man.
Thanks, bruv.
But no, I couldn't agree more that they're holding these people hostage.
Yeah, Ziggler, Tyler Breeze, and Ty Dillinger.
Well,
was the one
Ziggler
I was expecting to
specifically,
come up, but yeah.
he's playing the game though because he threatens to leave every time his contract comes up, and they up his paycheck just because has the tenure and experience, and he's
He would
beloved.
get over real well if they ever actually gave him a push.
Which they kind of are.
Say, Rabbit, love the name.
Well,
Thanks, buddy.
and that's the thing. Like that was part of what was argued in that article was that they're only even throwing him that bone so he'll be happy and won't leave.
Yeah.
And soon they're going to take it away. And
They
he's
do it
gonna fall
every
back into
time. It's the last time.
But I will
I've
say
done it.
irrelevant.
he wouldn't go. He wouldn't be as over right now as he is without
Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
It's all about timing, though. Because, I mean, look at, I forget his name every time. God. The Belt Collector. Everywhere he's gone, he's been the top of it. Main
Still don't
event.
know who you're talking about.
He was in 205. He left.
Oh,
Not Neville. We don't
Oh,
even
he
know where
didn't
Neville
leave.
is.
Brian Kendrick?
No. Who's the Belt Collector, Andrew? What's his name? Black hair. Had the beard down to here.
Oh shit! I have literally no idea who you're talking about. While we wait on that
Anyways.
information, let's move on to the next match.
I always forget his name. I don't know why. I was
I
just watching him today in Impact. Someone, who's the Belt Collector? Chime in, chat. We'll return it.
NXT?
No, he's in TNA, I think, right now.
He's been in TNA.
EC3.
No. EC3 is
Austin
NXT.
Aries.
Austin Aries, thank you.
He's got
Henry,
the thing
jeez.
down here.
I couldn't. I always forget his name. I don't know why.
Henry and Andrea at the same time.
Jeez, it's killing me.
I mean, TC says, Ziggler's plans were just to leave, but WWE didn't want that from someone still young. They had to find a way to keep
You know what's
him.
funny? He's in his late 30s.
Yeah.
He's been around for 13 years in the company. Like,
You know who's also been around? Jeff Hardy.
are we skipping over?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
not
had to move on. Wait,
We
That's
skipped
not
one.
next.
it is in my mind because this next match didn't matter,
It really didn't.
So Carmella
especially with what happened.
and
Speaking of
Asuka.
shit booking.
The only good thing about this, it was right near the last time that we saw James Ellsworth again.
Wait, what good thing about this match?
Ellsworth is gone again.
But he was gone before this.
I know, but I'm saying like he was just
This was
used.
his last major appearance before he got fired again.
Yeah,
And then he was out.
But he was
before.
fired before.
yeah. He
So
wasn't
there's
happy to hold
nothing
him
good
this-
about this match. Because he came back only to leave again. So he ruined this match too.
So continued bad and weird booking for Asuka. Carmella, again, I'm fine with her being champ. I don't understand the Asuka feud and the way they're booking Asuka. I'm more so mad about that.
Well, and that goes to specifically what TC's asking in the chat, and it is relevant to this.
Asuka's lost to Charlotte.
I actually think that was legit.
It's fine in retrospect. I was shocked.
I expected the streak to continue.
I would have liked a little bit more build and more meaning, but it's fine. It worked, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, because it showed the exact opposite of what happened with Styles Nakamura.
Wait, who said that? Raven, I'm going to disagree with you completely on that statement. Sadly, most women's matches don't matter because WWE can't book them. I think they matter if they mean something to you and you give them a chance to matter. And ultimately, the things that they've been doing these past 3 to 4 years, and indeed this revolution, while it's gimmicky, I think it is a true testament to the work and equal, if not more, work that they're putting in. And I
Well, they
think,
have to put in more work. 'Cause
Right,
Not
to
everything's
get over
handed
it.
to them.
And honestly, I can think of a handful, if not more, iconic matches and moments that these women that are currently on the main roster have done, not only in NXT, but on the main roster, over the shit booking they're doing with Roman Reigns. So I can't agree with you at all with your sentiment
I
there.
think that they're booking the men's talent worse.
Inconsistent.
Yeah, it's very much inconsistent. At least the women's booking is consistent.
They're treating Asuka like she Roman to others, like they brought in Asuka and Hideo, and the closest Hideo get. You know, we got cheers from Andrea. Hip hip.
Hooray!
So Hideo is another great example of someone who did really well, but got injured, and that hurt his momentum, but did really well in NXT. He got a lot of flack for the move that he stole from CM Punk, even though it was his.
Yeah.
That's a whole topic. There's some great matches, but the booking and stories are bad. I mean, again,
Well, see, and that's where I have to agree with him. It's not a talent issue; it's a booking issue.
it's depending on which story you're following. The Asuka booking, sure. I don't agree with how they've
It's
maintained her
been
character.
trash for a while.
But here's the thing. I think they fear they can't believe in her as a main eventer because she is foreign. She doesn't have a strong English, speaking capability. And I'm glad they're not doing it. They're not playing the stereotypical,
Sorry, sir.
making the headphones cry. We have to. We have to make the ears bleed.
I turned this down a smidge. We've been up in the yellow for a while.
So, I mean, ultimately, I'm glad they're not playing the stereotype role that they could have portrayed.
Like they did with Nakamura.
Well,
No,
I
speak English.
I think that was more so him wanting to do something like that. Him and AJ, like
Maybe.
it's-
But it went on too long and it was not.
right. I
fun
mean,
to
we've
watch.
beat that like a dead.
Yeah.
dead
I do want to
horse.
get into like the SummerSlam stuff because I have a lot to say.
So
Okay.
let's do move on. So the point was to answer TC's thing, I think.
I'm certain if anybody asks any question, we could go on for 25, 30 minutes about that particular question.
I could.
But Asuka's loss to Charlotte, from my perspective, was okay because they both handled it well. I don't think it was a great choice in terms of booking her, but I don't think it was a slap in the face to the fans either.
The stealing issues. I mean, sure. There's obviously no one. Well, there was someone who created moves, but people either take moves that they're inspired from, or have it be what it is. People,
Yeah.
people just
The
like
Walls
to
of
point.
Jericho
the-
is just a modified Boston Crab.
Right.
Yeah.
People
You know
always
what I
want
mean.
to point the finger. What
Yeah.
is it?
So I don't know how you guys personally feel about.
I feel he
Asuka
should go back to
losing
the Lion
Charlotte,
Tamer, but that's just me.
Our next match here wasn't very long, so we're not going to spend a lot of time on it.
No. In point of fact, you're going to see the length of the match almost in its entirety in this slideshow.
Did you get a GIF?
No.
No. So low blow,
Before the bell even
Before
rang.
the bell.
Ref wasn't looking. Match hadn't started.
and Jeff
Kinshasa
Hardy
pin.
said, "Okay, I'm okay, I'm okay." Kinshasa, and like he said, the pin, new champ.
That's it. That's the match.
Many believe that Jeff Hardy's was working injured at the time. He needed some time to recover.
It could be.
He's still in matches, so I don't know.
I don't know.
The booking of that where you're going constantly from WrestleMania. So Shinsuke had a really good year in terms of like
In
chances.
general, yeah.
Winning the Royal Rumble, not headlining, but headlining WrestleMania in a title match. That's what they can call headlining. So going on to have a feud with probably the best talent in the industry, AJ Styles.
Yeah.
And ultimately coming off of that in a weird rivalry with Hardy to then win the U.S. title in 6 seconds.
Very weird rivalry with Hardy.
It's strange booking.
I think they still wanted AJ to have the title, but they also wanted to push Nakamura, but they didn't want to give him the title, so they kind of pushed him towards like a. When I say lesser title, I don't mean lesser title. I just mean not like a.
It is lesser.
Yeah, but
like
when
in a
you say
negative
it,
way.
it sounds like
lower tier.
It does, yeah, but it does have kind of a negative connotation when you say lesser belt. Like
And
they're
screw
not.
or give a shot at the U.S. Yeah, it is weird booking. I agree, TC.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying earlier about they beat that dead horse too. That rivalry went on too long too.
Well, the same thing went on. It was the same, just in
Low
exaggerated.
blow for low blow.
If you're gonna do a heel character and expand upon the heel, you need to do just that. You need to expand and evolve that heel, make him more villainous and do more trickery. Come up with unique ways. The best at that was Eddie Guerrero.
Oh yeah,
He would always
Live
find
heat steel.
exactly. He would always find ways to get in and out of things. Having his boot come off during submissions, throwing at him to catch it, distract the ref. And like there was always something he was doing, and it was effective.
You're never gonna get better than Guerrero though.
No, but the thing is, you can try, and I felt like that was lazy with low
Yeah.
blow. It was funny at first, and it's like, oh my gosh. Second time, it's like, okay. Third, and it was like, okay, just stop.
No, that's cool, TC man. We love that. We absolutely love like a community interaction. That's what we're all about here.
Yeah, it's we love the interaction, but sometimes we can't answer them all.
Not wearing a
I
cup.
mean, we could.
Yeah, Raven, why? Yeah, at that point after the first one, I'd wear a cup too.
Yeah, no kidding.
And yeah, definitely chat along with your opinions. These are, again, saved. We do read these after the episodes too, and we love to have that engagement. So if we're not immediately responding, sorry, we're going to do our best.
And you can always tweet us on our Twitter too, or at 3secondtan with the number 3.
Or nerd_acumen.
Well, I just mean it pertains to like 3.
Yeah, if it's specifically wrestling. But yeah, let's move on to this. That was a short match. Nothing really to talk about other than the rant about the booking yet again.
I think we could make an entire episode about the booking.
Steel cage
At
match.
some point.
This is a rivalry that we talked about. It's another strange one. It's making ultimately Kevin Owens look weak, and in this one it continued that, which I thought was a smart finish, having Kevin Owens win by Braun just tossing him out like a ragdoll. He's like, I'm done with you. Braun, does he care if he wins or loses matches? No, he wants to make sure someone what?
Gets these hands.
Gets these hands.
It's these hands.
Oh, we've been skipping over our predictions.
So it's fine. That's fine.
TC said girlfriend wanted to ask, in your guys' opinion, was it worth it to give the Jeff the title in the first place? No.
He doesn't need it.
No, he's
Got
got
the prestige just
yeah.
by his name at this point, and he's not exactly putting on those high-profile matches like he used to. at
I
this point.
think they might have did it because
this is
Matt.
probably I think they're both on their way out the door.
Right. So
One last time.
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like a. Wasn't this the first? This was the only title that he didn't get too.
Was it?
I think so.
So he's a Grand Slam.
I think he's a Grand Slam now.
Yeah.
I think I remember hearing that somewhere. Could have been someone else though.
Could be. I know that we've had a lot of Grand Slams recently. He could have been.
Braun announcing Owens as the winner was great. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, classic moments. Braun, he's my
a Grand
pick
Slam
to
now?
be
That's why they did it then.
Yeah.
my pick to be champ here in the future. But overall, this rivalry, it is what it is. Ultimately, it's hurting Kevin Owens out of the whole thing because you had a prize fighter gimmick who's looking like a pansy.
I agree, TC.
He's done an amazing champ and awesome, yeah. So I mean, thoughts? Kevin Owens, Braun Strowman.
I actually thought it was a pretty fun match. It wasn't a great one, you know what I mean, and it's not.
Well, it's entertaining, yeah.
I think it.
I don't think it was. I don't mean that as a knock against either of the competitors in general, in terms of it being a great match, because I actually feel like they can both put on really good matches, but this was more entertaining from a spectacle standpoint than it was from a technical standpoint. And I mean, you kind of expect that going into any kind of a Hell in a Cell or cage or
You're going big.
ladder, table, any.
We knew we were getting
matches.
something big with these two
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
I think
And
it
I
was
think
just
this
to
lived
build.
up to that.
I mean,
I-
if anything, Kevin Owens has proved himself in big matches.
Oh yeah.
I think that this match was just to highlight both A, how much Braun Strowman cares, and B, how dominant he is. Like, he's so dominant, he doesn't even have to win a match to make a point.
Yeah.
And that's fine. You did it.
Can we skip over the next match?
Bludgeon Brothers defeated Team Hell No.
Everything about this.
I
makes me
feel
angry.
like
everything.
we're seeing an 80s band go on a reunion tour
Without their front man.
without their frontman, with Daniel Bryan coming back. The booking he's had up until SummerSlam now, which
It's
we're
like
finally
you
getting
hear
something.
familiar tunes, but somebody's singing it way off.
Right. So it's like, remember all the things you did well? Let's do them again. Let's
It's like
bring
Van
back
Halen
Hell
without
No
David Lee
again.
Roth.
Let's bring back now a mayor.
I'd rather not jump.
He's a mayor now. Kane's the mayor.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Knocks-
Van Halen reference.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I missed that. The booking with Big Kaz, and now did this with Team Hell No. Fans didn't want any of that. They didn't care for any of that.
Andrea got in trouble.
Oh, did it pop up for just a sec? I saw something move over here for just a sec, and then it...
What'd you do, Caps?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why are you trolling Nightbot?
I forgot actually. As soon as it went through and it got deleted, I was like, oops.
My thoughts are they're trying to rerun R-Truth and Kofi versus Team Hell No, but they make the returners weaker than the people who have been there.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, the Bludgeon Brothers, it's weird. Like, I would have cared about them if it was the Wyatt family. The fact that it's not, I don't care.
Yeah.
Listen, I would care about it if they weren't the Bludgeon Brothers. Like if they didn't come out with hammers and goofy masks on, I would care about it.
The hammers are unquestionably the worst part. I could give
Hey
them
guys,
the
it's
masks.
Wreck-It
No,
Ralph.
take the mask
No,
off. You
but
did that in the
like-
Wyatt family. You're
Cheers.
not the Wyatt
Hip,
family
hip.
anymore. Hooray!
Hooray!
Damn it.
No, but I could forgive the masks if not for the mallets. The mallets are just like
Wreck-It Ralph.
you jumped. They're not fixing anything.
Okay, you did the masks when you're in the Wyatt family. You're no longer in the Wyatt family. Take the masks off. You're
That
Eric
is the-
Rowan
No, no,
and
they're
Luke
different
Harper.
masks.
They did masks.
They're hybrids of their,
One of them is, the other one isn't.
or whatever.
Luke Harper
They
didn't wear
both have the
masks.
sheeps.
Right.
in the
Yeah,
Wyatt
one of them
family.
didn't wear the mask. Now they both do.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Anyway,
Stupid.
it doesn't matter. The
It's
point
just
is
stupid. False
I think
stupid.
the Bludgeon Brothers made them better, but my thing is Luke Harper was a way better single, and I agree. He was way better as a singles. He didn't look like. First of all, he didn't look like he walked out of a gutter in the Wyatt family, like he did in the Wyatt family.
That gimmick
And
was
these-
fine, though.
these
Don't
stupid-
ruin it. The Wyatts were good.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he looked more professional when he was.
Right.
If he came over as a singles wrestler wearing what he did in the Wyatt family, wouldn't have worked.
Right.
But and also these outfits right
Basically,
here
they
make
work
me
on
want to
all.
just destroy my life with a hammer.
Well, they went to Hot Topic and just.
The company gave him the credit card and said, "Go crazy."
No, let's go to Hot Topic.
No, they went to Home Depot because it looks like
Yeah.
looks
They
like
went to
duct
both.
tape.
Anyways.
Anyway. So yeah, Daniel Bryan looked like he had it under control. Rowan got a blind tag.
It's weird.
The
And
next
then
match I
they
did not
took
actually
Bryan
watch.
out, and that was it.
You didn't watch this next one?
I'm not a
No,
huge fan of Rowan either.
I did not
honestly.
care enough to watch this match.
So,
let me rephrase. I watched it in like that way that on Apple TV you can fast forward and it
So
kind of
let me-
skips frames.
Let me ask you this. A few episodes back, and I believe this is documented, you were pretty hype about Bobby Lashley returning.
No, was
You,
not.
you were,
Yeah,
though.
you totally were. You were very excited about
Yeah,
that
but
shit.
this is a Bobby Lashley Roman Reigns match.
Sure. But do you still believe in that hype and he's living up to what he once was?
Hell no.
No.
That was my worry, him coming back like that. It's been a long time since.
But
he's
again,
been-
this goes to booking.
well, sure, half
I
of
don't
it's
think-
booking, but
No,
the
no.
other half is, does he still have it, or what did he have?
Herpes.
That's my
Well-
because like I'm not trying to be like, oh, you're dumb for liking a guy. But, you know, like who you like. But I never thought Bobby Lashley was all that great in the first place.
I agree with TC. Rowan, don't like him. I never
yeah, I
liked
don't like
Rowan.
Eric Rowan either.
He's fine.
But I always felt like Bobby Lashley was like a 12-year-old in a 25-year-old bodybuilder's body trying to play at wrestling. Like, I never thought he cut a good promo. He was an alright worker,
I
but
still
his
think he
big,
looks like the Ninja Turtles.
his big thing was that he's a big dude. Like,
He
that's
does.
it. That's what sells Bobby Lashley. He's a big guy.
He's not green.
But if you paint him green and put a bandana on him, he looks like a Ninja Turtle.
Let's just move on to the next match. I'm not talking
Well,
about
that
fighting
got
people.
racist.
That no.
That's not racist.
How is
Shut up! I want to get him in hot water.
It's speciest, if anything.
Specious.
Specious, Jesus
For a
Christ.
second, I thought you said spacious, like spacious.
Kevin
That's
Spacey.
huge.
Wow.
Let me say just one thing now. Bobby Lashley was my favorite. I watched those matches back then, and now booking is a little
The way
chumpy.
you said that.
You know, yeah. But the thing is, it was a different time period back then, so I can't fault you for liking him back then. But it's been 13
yeah, I liked him
years.
back then, but after 13 years, you should be able to cut a fucking promo.
Yeah.
Not everyone could cut promos.
You
No.
should be able to, though. After 13 years, you should be able to.
If they hand you the mic,
Did you watch him by chance at all in TNA when he had the partnership?
I think that your question should have been, do you watch TNA?
Do you watch TNA?
No.
Okay. So he that's where he's been besides MMA, and they let him come back and forth, and he would cut MMA style promos and things, and it was fine. But again, yeah.
Literally the only thing that had me excited about that match between those two, especially when Lashley won
That
it.
you had 15 minutes to go take a crap.
Also, yes. No. But I
Popcorn match.
actually kind of hoped that meant they weren't going to give us Roman Lesnar again.
Oh, but they were.
I knew, but I had a sliver of hope. And I actually kind of would have liked to have seen Bobby Lashley in the ring with Brock Lesnar just
But
once.
this wasn't even for that. It was on a Raw that match was for.
No, I know.
But this was still like a continuation of all that.
Yeah, no, I know.
Cruise, hey!
What up?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
It's Aiden from
Man
NAW.
ran it before.
Oh,
He
is it?
still runs it.
Yeah.
I'm calling BS
Nice.
on the Universal title match. Lashley dominated more on Impact than WWE. I mean, in fairness,
think-
everyone they put in front of Lashley, he's dominated except for Reigns.
I think Triple H just needs to take the mantle up for everything.
Yeah, Vince needs to hang it up. Triple H is doing a phenomenal job putting people through NXT, and then he hands them off to Vince, and Vince shits on him.
All right, so we have our next one, which I enjoyed. Hence
It was a
the
nice match.
Yeah, it was.
I think Alexa Bliss is actually really underrated a lot.
I don't think she's underrated because I think a lot of people like her. I think she was underrated.
Maybe it's the circle. Of
I don't think it was underrated. I
order.
think it was just not recognized.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's more a matter of like where you're seeing reactions to shit. A lot of the reactions I've been seeing are that, oh, I'm so done with Bliss. She needs to not have the belt anymore. Other people are better. Blah blah blah. And it's like, she cuts solid promos. She puts on solid matches. What more do you want a fucking champion? She's good. Like
I think
just
she's the
because
best
she's been
champion
there
that's
for
been there for a while.
Yeah. Just
I mean,
because she's been
Charlotte's-
up there for
And
a
you
hot
pair her
minute.
with Mickey James, dude, I'm not complaining.
Charlotte's a good champion, but I think that Alexa Bliss is a better champion, promo wise.
Promo wise, yes.
I think they're both on the same level of great champion, but one has better promos, the other has better in-ring ability.
And I think it really.
But they
helps-
both put on solid matches, so it kind of raises them both to the exact same level.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think.
Charlotte just
I think it
cries
really
every
helps that
time.
Alexa pulls off a really
She's
solid
like her
heel.
dad.
She is like her dad.
Always crying.
Yeah, TC, go ahead and hold on to that question if you want to.
We're
wait.
almost done.
We're almost
We're
done with it. We
almost-
got two more.
2 more matches after this.
So overall, this was a good pick. I'm tired and I was exhausted with Nia being in the main event picture because ultimately we get the same story. How are you going to chop the tree down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It never comes down to wrestling ability.
right. It's how do you overcome the size difference?
Yeah.
And it's not a stab. It's literally how they've booked her
Yeah.
since she was in NXT. So
All right.
Ooh, I hope it's
Huge.
super huge.
Eric.
wow,
What?
Behave
I love
yourself.
big questions.
I bet you
Yeah, you
do.
cannot lie.
No.
WWE Championship did not headline this show, which I'm glad it didn't because the
headline
challenger
was
does not deserve to be in the title picture.
Travis is still mad about a scripted reality show.
That's fine. Rusev's a dick. He really is.
A scripted
Have you ever
reality
met the
show?
guy?
Have I met him? Yeah, I met him on Total Divas through my TV. No.
You gonna send him
Andrew,
flowers
is Rusev
next?
a dick?
Yeah, Rusev sucks.
See?
So
My wife's right 90%
No, you're
of the time.
being ignorant.
90% of the time? I feel like that's a lot.
You were wrong today.
You did agree to marry him.
So if you saw like who was Siler or whatever from Heroes
Mhm.
walking down the street, you'd be like, "Fuck you, Siler," because he's a dick.
Right.
He was on a scripted television show.
Right. I would call him a dick because he was.
It's still real.
And
to
then
me,
I would
damn
go
it.
save the cheerleader. And save the world.
I'm so mad that show went down. It was so good at first.
At first,
I loved that show even when
season 1.
they just wanted more views because Rusev Day is popular and getting them.
Rusev Day is extremely over.
No,
Still
it's
even.
extremely dumb. And I hate Hayden English. More than I hate Rusev.
Lana's the best.
Lana's
Number
fine.
1.
She can be number 1.
Uh,
Neither of them are.
Yeah,
Oh no, it was a good match though.
It was fine.
Credit where it's due. Come on,
It's
it's a
fine.
good match.
It's only because AJ Styles was in it.
Any match AJ is in is automatically going to be at least fine.
Yeah. It was a good match.
He could wrestle
For
an
AJ
inflatable
Styles.
doll
I
like
would
Kenny
see that.
Omega.
Pay-per-view. No, Raven.
Rusev is the best. Rusev number one.
That's my boy.
Jeez.
All right,
Hey.
so the next match was definitely
Raven.
the highlight of the
Yeah.
pay-per-view for
So-
me.
So we all knew it was going into overtime. We
Yeah,
called it
I
in
mean,
our
come on.
prediction.
Yeah.
And it did.
There are a lot of
And-
pictures in this slideshow.
And ultimately, the
It was a good match.
correct booking went through.
Yeah.
I think
Here's where we went into
I
overtime.
think they've been
Clock running
booking
out.
this rivalry between them between this and where it's at now. They've been booking it perfectly.
Agreed.
Not bringing
Agreed.
back, who we'll talk about later, too early because they could have. But I think the Monday before SummerSlam is the perfect place to bring him back, and they were teasing all of it, and they're doing the whole like 2 versus 1, we'll beat the shit out of you, kind of like beat up John Cena, the
club.
the club. I was gonna say Balor Club, but yeah.
So here's the thing: where do we exit from this ultimately, and how do we get McIntyre into the main event picture? Because that's what we all want here. Maybe not we all want.
I mean-
but I
What'd you say?
personally- how do we get Drew McIntyre out of this
And into the
shadow
main event?
and into the main event picture?
Well, I'll
don't.
tell you,
You don't for a while.
Well, I'll tell you how. If you got to do it coming right out of this, you have Ziggler retain the title in the next match over Rollins, and then Rollins and McIntyre start feuding. Somehow have McIntyre still wind up being the X Factor in this match, and then Rollins, despite having another person in his corner, is then gonna go on to be like, "You McIntyre, you ruined my chances to get my title back." And then those two carry together towards the main event picture again, because we already got a glimpse of them putting Rollins back in the title picture when they did that whole crap
When they
on
came
Raw.
out, yeah.
and he was like, I don't have the Intercontinental title anymore, so I want the Universal title again.
And see,
then it
that's
ultimately came
the
down to
other
Reigns
problem I
and
have.
I was thinking the same thing, Henry. Drew turns on Dolph. Maybe I don't think it'll be
I don't
for
want
the
him.
belt.
I don't want Drew
Not
to get the
for the
IC,
IC title.
though.
No,
That
I don't
makes
think it'd
no
be for the
sense.
belt, but I think he'll turn on him
Yeah,
eventually.
McIntyre and Rollins both went into that ring and said, "No, I want my shot," and then they
Right.
both got it and they lost it. But the point is, you let Ziggler retain the IC title. That keeps him happy, keeps him around, and keeps an interesting person on that belt. You let Rollins and McIntyre both go
Are we
for the main
saying
event
Ziggler's an
picture.
interesting person?
I
It's
like
more
it.
interesting than throwing Rollins back in there when Roman wins the belt back, and then all of a sudden you have the whole like, oh hey, so and so is back, who you want to get to help Seth, and then all of a sudden we have this triangle again of the same thing rehashed for the last
No,
4
I
years.
just think Dolph Ziggler bores the shit out of me.
Why?
I
He's
don't know.
here to rule the world.
He's always bored me.
He's fine.
The only time he didn't is when he had Big E with him.
Or when he was with the Spirit Squad. Nikki.
Oh god!
But
every
then
time I
again,
get reminded
everybody
of
else
that, it
was
cracks
good.
me up.
But yeah, ultimately, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that.
That was Extreme Rules. Let's talk about Saturday night. Tomorrow night, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, Part 4. We're going to give some predictions. We're also going to talk about the fun little community poll that we put up the other day.
Oh, do you want me to-
Thank you to 9 of you who participated. We will do this probably next time if y'all had fun. So it gives an extra talking point here.
Do you want me to make a doc for the predictions for this one too? Then.
No,
No?
not necessary.
All right.
Is it? I mean, if you want to.
Well, if we're not going to use it, I'm not going to make it.
Whatever.
Spirit Squad was terrible, and the best thing about the Spirit Squad was when they got Garfielded. When DX beat him up and shoved him in a box and shipped him back off to FCW.
It was entertaining.
Oh,
to say the least.
TC
Oh, that's right. TC had that question.
Oh, yes.
Throw it at us, man. What do you
We're
got?
ready.
Said, are you? I'm ready.
Hit
me.
Let's get ready to answer.
Let's get rid of suck it.
That's not what
That's
is
not
going to happen on
appropriate.
camera tonight.
Tonight.
If you cheer enough. Just kidding, Twitch. Don't
How many
ban us.
subscriptions do you have between
One
you?
suck per donation.
Moving
Suck
on.
of this water.
Yep.
This show gets weirder every time.
You get weirder every time.
That's why you should follow or subscribe.
After SummerSlam, who do you see moving to the main roster from NXT?
Oh,
You know what? Okay, we'll hold on to that question. Let's talk about
The
TakeOver,
matches.
and then we'll get to that because maybe that'll tie into something.
I absolutely think it'll tie in.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's start out with.
We'll answer that, but we'll talk about it while we talk about Brooklyn.
Because
This is
the
not-
first two matches. I think
Right.
are going to have call-ups coming out of them.
Yeah.
Maybe one. One.
I know one for sure.
One or two of one of the
Just
two
one.
of them, I think for sure.
Just one.
Is the point.
Just one.
Moving on.
So, this is not in any specific order of the show. Keep that in mind as we proceed through these matches here. But we're going to start off with Shayna Baszler
Bazazzler
versus
Kairi Sane.
I don't watch enough NXT to know
the pirate.
enough. But I know she's the pirate, and congratulations, we've exhausted my
And
knowledge
her
of
elbow drop is pretty awesome.
Okay, that's true. I did know that too, actually, because I synced it.
TC says he has 3 people that blew them up. Dream comes up. So we have already predictions. Let's talk about predictions of this match. Who takes home the belts?
I think Sane.
Kairi Sane.
I don't remember what I. Do you have the results? Because I did this really fast, just like 15.
Not
20
individual,
I
but
sure
I
don't.
have the poll right now. As of right now, well, it's done, but 55% said Shayna retains from our community poll.
I don't remember what I put, but I do think. I honestly, I have a headache, and I was just hitting things. But I think Kairi Sane's going to win, and this is to answer TC's question. I think Shayna Baszler is going to come
Shayna moves
up because I
Rousey.
do think I do think they're going to do the 4 horsewomen versus 4 horsewomen at Evolution.
Oh, that would actually be fun on paper, at least.
It'd be better than the Riot Squad.
Oh God, I'm so sick of the Riot Squad.
It's pretty garbage.
So sick of the Riot Squad.
Pretty hot garbage. She's fine. Her little companions, not so much. Yeah.
I like Ruby Riott on her own.
That's what I said. She's fine. She can put on good matches.
Yeah.
It's her companions. They're not.
Well,
Neither one of them are all that compelling.
I
None
liked-
of the 3 of them to me.
I liked Sarah
Ruby Riott's
Logan when she was in the Mae Young Classic, the first one.
I'm not sold on Laura Croft. So
Viking Lara
She's
Croft?
Viking. She's not Lara Croft.
well, she looks like Laura Croft mixed with.
Shayna Baszler because she's been in NXT for not that long. Same with Sane, but Sane has more popularity and shown more in the main roster, so that's my first.
Yeah, I don't like any of the Riot Squad, Sarah.
Bugs you.
You think Kairi Sane's gonna come up first?
Shayna and Ronda be the tag champs? It's interesting.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I could.
That's a way
see
to protect
that,
Ronda and her
yeah.
lack of wrestling skill. I'm sorry, but
I mean, it's not terrible.
it's not terrible, but it's not fluid as it could be. TC says
I
Rose
agree
cute.
with TC in like a weird way.
I mean, I can't judge because of the 3 of them. I think Sarah Logan's the most attractive, but that's me.
So we shifted to looks.
Well,
I'm
I mean,
answering.
the
I'm
chat did.
acknowledging
okay?
the chat's question.
That's
okay.
statement, less a question.
Well, statement, yeah. So the next match we got up on
To
Brooklyn.
close that out, actually, because Henry brought up the 4 horsewomen thing. That was something else that I read, was that they are both actively interested in, the other 2 of the 4 horsewomen of UFC are actively interested in pursuing.
They're already in developmental.
No, like, in the same way that Ronda did, but they're skipping the whole maybe thing. Like, they're in developmental, but from what they're saying at this point, there's no tentative, maybe I'll like this and stay.
So here's
they're
the
like,
thing.
we want to go.
Mania is about money and what's going to sell. If that's a compelling gimmick, that'll be a
I
thing
think
that
it'll
happens.
sell. I think it'll sell for sure.
SummerSlam is a testament to fans. That's why you usually get the better matchups at SummerSlam than you do WrestleMania.
The reason why I think that 4 horsewomen thing would be at Evolution is because
Women.
it's
It's
all,
all
the women.
Well, it's a
and
good platform to debut that.
Yeah, which I think will. I think the reason why I guess my reasoning is moot now. Never mind. I was gonna say something about like that's why I think Becky's gonna win the championship, so Charlotte can be in that. But I forgot Becky is part of the 4 horsewomen,
Yeah.
Yep.
so that my thought
Does
just
that
kind of went out the window. Yeah.
Next match, though?
Yeah.
If nothing else, I think it's going to be a great match.
So we're getting this match by.
Wasn't the last one last man standing too, or it was just a match?
It was a street
It
fight.
was it was
Oh, okay.
unsanctioned street fight.
Yeah. So this wasn't even supposed to be a 1v1. It was supposed to be a triple threat featuring Aleister Black in
But
here.
he got hurt.
And so by accident, we're actually potentially getting a better match and better story out of that accident.
Yeah, I agree.
Because while throwing Aleister Black in the mix, because, previous champ and all, this is better suited and better storytelling.
Yeah.
Because it's should be the end of this trilogy here.
Yeah.
The rubber match, if you will. And ends it. This would be the end of the story, which ultimately, you guys are all assuming that one of these 2, if not both, well, both can't, one will be champ, but, well, they could, but I'm going to go with neither of these guys get called up.
I think if one does, it'll be Gargano.
Maybe.
If one gets called up.
But I don't think either of them will. I don't think he's ready.
I don't either. I
It's
think
not
if he,
skill. I think
if
it's
he does get
where
brought
does
up now,
he-
he's not going to do well.
Right, where does he find his footing? That's what I'm...
Yeah, and that was a big fear from some other stuff I was reading. If they called either one of these guys up right now,
what do
they
you
both
do?
get
What do you
misused.
do with
But
him?
you absolutely would wind up seeing Gargano get shipped off to 205, and we'd never see him again.
That's what I think.
TC said his
Yeah.
biggest main roster is Gargano because they're trying to make Johnny look like a Cena in a way, but I believe Ciampa will win. Yeah, for predictions of this match, I think
There
Ciampa
you go.
takes the belt. There's your stink bug. I don't want it.
That's yours.
It's dead. It smelled.
No, it moved.
Andrew, you want to help us out?
Nope.
I'm live.
No, sorry, Bob.
It doesn't start smelling until it dies. I think.
Well, then you had another one because that one moved. It was not there before.
We got bugs.
It's not moving.
Anyways, right here. I'm just gonna put that
No,
right
no,
there.
put him near the tech, man. Throw him on the floor.
No, I'm not gonna throw it on my floor.
You
What's
can
wrong with
vacuum
you?
it up.
I'm gonna
Anyway,
vacuum
let's
you
move on.
up.
So the point is, who do we think is going to win?
Ciampa.
Probably, yeah. I mean, he won the last one pretty handedly, I might add.
It's better to feel bad for the victim of it all and really perpetuate the heat on the heel.
Yeah.
So a better booking here is to have Ciampa retain.
Mm-hmm.
Long term, it also creates the next contender more heat to get that belt off him, with him continuing his antics with yet another
Oh,
person.
Henry, that would be super
Oh.
good, but super like awkward.
Yeah.
A U.S. shot?
My thoughts would be is
Oh.
Tommaso wins by Johnny being blindsided by his wife.
I mean, it's a fun twist.
yeah.
You couldn't get the job done, now I'm offended.
I can see it. It's
Well,
going to end in a
purposeful
crutch.
or accidental?
I don't know, but it's going to end. It could be accidental, but it's going to end with a crutch.
I can see
Because-
that's been a big factor. In
Well, the
both
last
of the
two,
prior
they
yeah.
WWE even posted a shot of that. Who you going for? And it showed the two pictures from each of the matches. One of them had a crutch in each one.
Yeah.
So that's how it ends.
TC says if that happens, I die.
So
Speaking of
I
matches
could see Gargano getting a U.S. title shot at some point. Maybe
Yeah.
not right away, but he said I need
You'd
to
be
be
doing a hell of a
unclear.
lot better than most of them up there right now, Henry.
So then I'm
Speaking
actually
of matches
super
that are gonna be
excited.
good.
So
Super
let's talk
excited.
about the community real quick before
Okay.
we move on.
Go for
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So the
sorry.
last man standing here was in favor 54% for Gargano to win.
I can see that.
So community said that.
Yeah.
Moving on.
The next match we got Adam Cole versus Ricochet for the NXT North American Championship.
This has huge potential to be match of the night.
Yeah.
I think it
Yeah,
already
really
is.
does.
Looking at everything else, I mean, I know the match that we're going to talk about next has the ability for it to be a really good match, but I think this one will take it for sure.
I mean, this whole card is solid.
Yeah,
Yeah, actually.
actually it is. It's only 5 matches,
Yeah.
Most takeovers are only 5 because they're just 2.5 hours long.
which means like these matches are going to be long
matches,
and great.
yeah.
Well, yeah, they each get about a half hour.
Yeah.
So, well, not
Might be why
okay.
they're so much
I said
longer.
that we're going to be talking about next, but it's 2
Well,
matches
NXT
from
is
now.
better.
We're gonna
Yeah.
talk about-
It's just wrestling.
But I really like both of these people in the match. God,
I'd never heard either one of these guys.
I have a
when
man
you guys
crush on
started getting
Ricochet.
back
Let's
into
just
this.
say that right now.
Oh, because he's phenomenal.
He's
Adam
I
Cole,
want his
baby.
8-pack. He legit has an 8-pack.
I like Shawn Michaels' son, so
I've seen
Adam
it.
Cole.
Shawn Michaels.
It does look like Shawn Michaels.
You mean, I thought you meant Dolph Ziggler.
No,
You mean Adam Cole? Yeah, he
Yeah,
does.
it was a joke.
So my choice here is Adam Cole to retain the unnecessary North American Championship belt
Yeah.
that exists.
I
It's a
think-
tough call, but
I don't.
Third to move out of the main rosters includes a tag match and Speed of Air to go to the main roster because they've dominated. I mean, sure, I could see them being
I
potentially
don't
called
think
up.
it'll be a SummerSlam bring up for them. I
No.
think
WrestleMania.
it'll be an after Mania one.
Mm-hmm.
So I think at this point they're going to do an Adam Cole.
I could see that, Henry. Cole getting the main belt. So yeah, you'd have to ultimately drop it to
I
Ricochet.
don't think it'd be
I
right
could see
away
that,
though.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting feud. Cole versus Ciampa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
I don't.
Well,
I
that
really
runs-
don't. I honestly don't care who wins this match.
Yeah.
Because
either
I just-
one would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, either one's fine. It's a belt I don't care about. I'll be entertained either way.
I hate that you say, yeah, either one's fine. Like, it makes me feel like you don't care about this match.
No, I don't care about the winner in agreement with you. Like,
Yeah.
as long as we're entertained.
But, like, either one would be fine.
Right, yeah.
Either one would be great.
It's fine.
I hope neither one of them gets called up at this point.
No, they have.
SummerSlam.
They
If
have
they
too
call
much to
Ricochet
give.
up at all, he's gonna get buried, no question.
He'll
If
go
we're
to 205.
lucky, he'll go to 205. At least then he'll be on something.
TC's there's 3. Not bad picks. But yeah, I'm going with Adam Cole on this. The community voted in favor 63% to Ricochet.
TC says, my thing is I don't see Cole staying in NXT much longer, whether he moves up solo or with Yui. I think they want to move them all up at the same time, but I think after Mania would be perfect.
It'd be a better move than Sanity.
Yeah, Sanity came up way too early. And personally, I hated Sanity in NXT.
Yeah, I don't.
I didn't like them in TNA either.
Were they Sanity in TNA?
I forget what the name was, but they were basically that with like a Marilyn Manson entrance song.
Dumb.
Same gimmick. I mean, the Hardys were broken, not woken. It's the same gimmick. They even did the compound storyline there.
Yeah. Repeated even.
Right. So,
I can't get past the dude. What was it? Wolf. Just looks like grown up Angry Butters.
He does.
I can't unsee it now that I've seen it.
our next match is for the NXT Tag Team Championship, featuring the champions we were just speaking of, the Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, against Mustache, you a question, Mountain, Tyler Bate and Trent Svin. Svin.
I personally want Mustache Mountain to win, simply because I enjoy this rivalry, and I think it'd be cool to.
They won it over in the NXT UK special, and then the following week they
lost it right back.
They lost it right back. So
wouldn't it be interesting to have him win it right back on the next pay-per-view?
Could be.
Or event?
I want Undisputed to retain here.
All
personally,
I know is I want to slap Roderick Strong in the face.
Why?
Look at his face. It's very slappable.
He looks like Ryan Reynolds, kind of.
I think Mustache Mountain's going to take it.
Well, 72% agrees with you, the community said. They want Mustache Mountain. I'm going with Undisputed Era on this one.
I actually haven't seen enough of either one of these guys in tag matches to really have shit to say about it.
I just really like Tyler Bate.
Yeah.
I think he's got that it factor, as JR would call it.
Well, he was the first ever UK champ.
And then got taken by
The better one.
Pete Dunne.
He was done.
Dude.
It weirds me out the way that dude bites the belt.
Yeah, that's a little strange. His
It's
hair
very
is strange, too. I don't know.
The next match we got is a singles match. We got Velveteen Dream versus Ethan Carter III.
EC3. This is great.
Half good.
I'm not sold on
which half?
EC3 yet.
You don't. Okay, see, you haven't watched him enough. That's why.
I have
Go back and find some stuff on YouTube.
It's not his wrestling ability. He just looks like a douche.
Because he is. But that's what they need to sell more.
I know, but I don't like that he looks like that bro who's like, dude, I might pound like 30 beers. I'm gonna shotgun him. I'll fuck this bitch back here.
Have you seen his body? That dude doesn't drink beer.
That's true.
Right. Does body shots.
Wine coolers, bro.
Those bad boys come in four skis.
That's a body that doesn't drink beer. I'm envious of that man's body. If you get a chance, though, I encourage you, and it's only going to do you a favor, and appreciate him more. Find some clips of him in TNA. His run with the championship.
The fact that I dislike him makes me not want to do that.
But I think you should study tape.
I think I should just keep my opinion the way it is.
That's fine.
And not do that.
It's fine.
I prefer to live in ignorance.
In this one, I'm mixed on this one because I truly think Velveteen needs a win after his recent matches with Ricochet, as well as
Aleister Black.
Oh god, that was such a good match.
And he's been consistently putting on good matches.
Yeah.
So he needs a win here. But so does EC3 because he's trying to climb up the ranks now.
I don't think EC3 needs the win as bad as Velveteen does because I think EC3 has that.
He can recover.
He can recover. He's like AJ Styles. If Shinsuke and Jeff Hardy, if Jeff Hardy were to win that match, Shinsuke could bounce back easily.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think EC3 brings that prestige back.
See, Henry says, I think they let EC3 take the win here to build up what they've been doing. Now I believe Velveteen Dream will move up
But not like right
The
away.
Emelina thing, yeah.
I don't know what that means.
You don't remember Emma?
No.
Emelina, the bubbles?
You remember Emma?
Nope.
She came back as a fitness model for like 3 weeks and they
Literally
scrapped that
no idea
gimmick.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
She
I
got
think
in
this-
trouble with
This must have come and gone
shoplifting.
from right before I started watching again.
Yeah, probably.
Because I didn't even start watching until
She's
after
over
we'd done,
in, like-
the second episode. Of
She was
this.
in Ring of Honor for a minute, I think. I don't know where she's at now. Dream is a workhorse. He could be a star. He's young yet, though. That's the other thing to consider.
He's got
a lot of time.
to grow, for sure.
If I had to pick one,
I think I picked Velveteen.
I'm going to say Dream just because he needs the win here. But the community says 81% in favor of Dream as well. And I think ultimately when I was going through my initial predictions, I picked EC3 to be honest. But more thought in it, I'd probably have to say Dream.
I think Dream.
So
for sure.
I'm divided. I can't. But if I had to,
I just like Velveteen Dream like a lot.
oh, he's great.
Yeah.
From a good booking standpoint, it is a hard call to make because either one really could use the win. But I would prefer Dream over EC3 personally.
Another reason I don't say Alistair after SummerSlam because he's a wrestling call-up. He's getting popular along with Lars. And he's injured, ultimately.
Yeah.
That's why he's not here. He's going to spend some
I
time
grimaced
off.
just a minute ago because I don't really give a crap about seeing Lars Sullivan go up.
No.
I don't give a crap about Lars Sullivan,
at the
period.
last the NXT TakeOver.
Every time I've seen him, like he just seems like he's filling space.
He is. He's just a big guy.
Like when they had the ladder match a couple of NXTs ago.
Mhm.
You know, 4 out of those 6 dudes nailed it. Lars Sullivan and what's his name from Sanity. I was like, why are you even in
They're
this
just
match?
big dudes.
That's all it was. It was literally just 2 big dudes.
Rick Rude's tights. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
styling. Of
And he
the
had
tights.
the Hogan tights
Mhm.
when he had the match with Ricochet.
There was a match where he I think it was the one with him and Aleister Black. I think it might have been at War Games.
Mm-hmm.
But he had both of their faces on each leg. Like he had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His Prince glasses.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that really is my favorite thing about Velveteen Dream is that he just nails my
Well, he's
nostalgia
comfortable.
factor.
Yeah, he's comfortable in the old stylings of the wrestling he grew up with.
And didn't he come? Oh, it was.
He was
that's
from
what
Tough
said.
Enough.
He did come out with the whole Hulkster get up.
He
Yeah.
was a huge fan of Hulk
No,
Hogan.
TC, I could see them calling Lars up, and I could see Vince trying to push the guy because he fits Vince's mold, big, strong, brute dude. But personally, I don't care. I don't even want to see him. He bores the shit out of me. You dick. Yeah, totally not moving.
It's not. Right now, look at him.
I'm putting it on your hat.
Look, it's not moving.
Oh my God, this
Murder your family.
is the dumbest.
So
interaction.
that was
That was NXT
Takeover 4.
Brooklyn.
Did you have to say it when I said it?
Yeah. I don't even know why you're on this show, really.
Me either.
There was. I got so much headroom.
Moving on.
Oh, Eric the Dead's coming back. Rabbit's left.
Hey, take your bug with you.
Hey, your friend wants to go home. He's bored. Oh, hey, Andrea.
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
Where is it?
It's right there. Did you get
Please
it?
don't smush it.
We got it.
He's
got-
gone, guys.
TC.
There you go.
TC wants to have a tryout. Where do you live, TC? What city? Can you make
Just
the
tell us
commute
where
every
your house
Thursday?
is.
Rabbit's commute's about
Just
40
ask
minutes.
people.
Is yours shorter?
I think he would be. Quick, while he's gone, let's do all of SummerSlam.
And that was SummerSlam. So,
Hey, you'll take a minute.
city of Burton State, Kansas. Well, you were a little ways away. We're not in Kansas anymore.
That would be one hell of a commute. to make
Enter in for a
once
chair shot, and the evil intruder, the arrogant one, comes in. So yeah, TC, that'd be a little bit of a hike.
just a smidge.
Do you do
Yeah,
your own
yeah.
shows? Like, do you stream, or are you just like a viewer? We never asked our viewers that. Like, what do
That's
you
true.
guys do?
Tell us about you.
Yeah, we got a moment here.
While we wait for
What is it
Rabbit
that
to run.
makes you tick?
It's an odd way to move that on.
Tick tock, tick tock. And that was SummerSlam, guys.
Get back over here.
You guys done talking about SummerSlam already?
Yeah.
Was it-
Ladies and gentlemen, Eric the Dead has returned.
No, he
Rise from your grave.
He is now dead to me.
That was. Did you go make my kid cry?
Yeah, I did.
Good.
It was me. Don't
So
worry.
TC wants to come up from Kansas and
Okay,
take your spot.
sure. You can hang out with these bozos.
Did you just say bozo?
Yeah, apparently
I
they're
did.
clowns.
You John Mulaney?
Where'd the bug go?
Andrea
got him.
obtained it.
Okay,
and
cool. I thought I was
Right.
like, you better not
TC.
put it on the
Put
chair.
it on your hat.
TC is a Twitch streamer with almost 300 followers and a part of a community called TC, aka Team Cope, which helps people with depression, anxiety issues, and need advice.
Well, that's cool, man.
That
That's
is
awesome.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
that is actually really cool,
That's
man.
really cool.
Yeah, and thanks for the host.
And thanks for the compliment. We're dope
Thanks.
bozos. That's really
I'll
cool.
take that.
You
No,
know,
it is really cool, man.
That's awesome to see people actually using this in a positive way. 'Cause
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure,
Twitch
dude.
can be very easily abused and taken advantage of.
You know,
I'm
do you know who
glad.
Ninja is? The
unfortunately.
He's awesome, dude.
He's racist, but that's okay.
Ninja?
Yeah.
Not that I've seen.
He was in the news recently for some controversial things.
Really?
Really. I'm serious. I'm 100% serious.
Actually,
I know.
I can confirm that.
I know
was gonna say,
PewDiePie
I'm
was.
pretty sure I remember
PewDiePie
that.
is racist as well.
Yeah.
Philip was trying to go talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Huh.
Ninja definitely. Sorry.
Well, I think I was more going towards like he uses his platform for good stuff, like charities and stuff like that.
And racism.
Okay, but this was before I knew that.
It's
Shut up.
fine. I'm just razzing you. Holy crap. Whoosah. All right, we're going to get... What's your next gimmick after Rabbit when you quit again?
It's called I Hate Travis.
I don't like that one.
Well, too bad.
See, Henry says Ninja's no bueno.
Okay, I get it. Shut the fuck out. God, you guys are a bunch of
Hey.
crackers.
Wow.
Wow, that's not okay.
It's, I can say it.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
That is our word.
So a friend of mine dealt with bullying with the phone number link just on his community. We helped him before he left Twitch officially. He's doing a lot better. And also, Ninja's racist as well.
Okay, I didn't know. Call me
I'm just
shit.
reading the chat.
Yeah, but you don't have to like look at me and laugh.
Eric the Rabbit? What is happening right now? Who's Eric the Rabbit? Holy crap. This has been the weirdest episode.
I think I'm legit done after this one.
Eric the Rabbit. I like that actually.
I don't. That's way too long, so I got rid of
Okay.
the other one.
Like minimize it, just do E-Rabbit. Because that's legit.
Don't do that.
No, that's legit though.
No.
Is E-Rabbit not legit?
No, he's not legit.
It's too
So
legit.
now he must quit, you know?
Too legit. Damn, let the man.
Yeah, let me enjoy my racist humor.
I love it. Everyone
Also, I would like
just-
to take this time to say, fuck you, Ninja.
That's good. Speak out.
Yeah.
See song, say song.
You're now Eric the Ninja Rabbit.
Oh. That's
Wow.
not okay.
With one eye, though. You got
Yeah,
one
yeah.
eye. He's a pirate ninja rabbit.
Eric the Pirate Ninja Rabbit.
Oh,
Let's talk SummerSlam.
let's do talk about.
I thought you guys talked about it already.
No. We were talking about TC.
We're just
Because
messing
he's
with
very
you, man.
interesting. Or she. I don't know. We never established
Speaking, okay,
They.
I want to go back to
And
what
Ross.
TC. I do want to go back to what TC said about his stream. That is awesome, and thank you for the host. If you want to share us out, get the word out. You know, it's cool. We're trying to build and.
19-year-old male. That's
Right on,
awesome.
right
And
on.
you've developed a community like that. So
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Good.
well,
good
at
for
19.
you
I think as a
and-
like it's
well,
a group,
everybody
right?
involved, but that's
right.
awesome,
Yeah,
man.
But I mean, at
that's awesome.
19, like, I was a jerk at 19. I'm still a jerk.
You know what I did in 19? I wrote emo poetry at 19.
Same.
Not surprised for you.
Wow. We're now doing this stream at my house.
Hey,
No,
I'm with you.
I hate all of you right now.
Wow.
You're all assholes by association.
Guys, leave him alone. He had a fire inside.
That's absolutely true.
I had problems, okay?
It's cool, Eric.
I got cheated on twice before I was
Henry, see,
quitting.
look at even Henry's awesome at 19. A sniper in the army, doing things. What was I doing?
What were you doing at 19, Andrea?
She's dating me.
I should be laughing.
Case in point.
I was in a band. We wrote songs.
Where's your band now?
So
Right
you
here,
wrote
this band of idiots.
You wrote emo poetry with music.
Yeah.
Technically, I did.
Yeah.
Cut my life
So
into
much
pieces.
So much judgment in the last 2 minutes. Good lord.
I never said I was judging. I was
Oh, that laugh.
You
was
broke out in a
extremely
laugh
judgmental.
so high pitched that was like mockingly high.
I think you're just overlooking today. Don't make fun of my Betty Rebel laugh, motherfucker.
That's true.
Betty Robles a slut.
TC, I
You
got
just-
cheated.
What is even happening anymore?
I don't know, but I feel like
Let's talk about some shit we don't want to talk
Yeah, I
about.
was gonna say back to wrestling, boys.
I'm already on camera once. Don't put me twice. Nobody wants to see that mess.
it's probably true. Oh God!
No, I know. I feel like we downgraded the conversation a little bit.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Okay. Get this match out of the way to talk about.
I
So,
feel like Roman has to fucking win. He has to. He has to.
so here's the thing: if he does not win, you get continued months on end of him complaining that he is deserving. I should have won.
Crown champion.
So I don't want that, but I
I don't
also
want Roman to have the belt.
I don't
I'm
want
just
Roman to
sick of Brock
have
having
the
it.
belt. And yes, I agree. I don't want Brock to have.
Well,
it.
listen, if Roman Reigns, I want Roman Reigns to have it, simply because he comes in and he wrestles. So now we have.
A cheer. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Finish your thought.
No, I'm done.
I thought you have
can't
to
blame
acknowledge
us.
the
We could have
cheers.
we could have waited until my comment was done.
Finish.
No,
Oh my God.
I'm being emo.
Let's fine.
That's-
Go write some poetry.
Okay, fine. That's the only other acceptable outcome to this match. TC is somebody cashing in and swiping it out from under him.
KO beats Braun, cashes in Roman.
No, because then you still get Roman pissed that somebody cashed in on his belt, and then you'll have a Roman.
Roman.
You get a Roman feud with someone that you don't care about. If you let Roman get it and walk out with it, you may get someone on Monday night taking the belt right away. And then,
Either way, we're seeing within days, if not a week. We have a chair
Wow,
from TC.
nice.
Thanks for the chair. Hip hip.
Hooray! That's a big one too. It's 100, y'all.
Thank you. Thank you for the
what's it?
compliment.
Oh, wait, I didn't. Oh,
100 for being an amazing and funny stream.
thanks.
Thanks.
We're
talking
just
wrestling.
we're literally just us. This is
Um,
how we are off cam too.
Yep, all week long.
Who's Brooklyn's?
Slightly whinier. Andrew says. She's just trying to.
What up, Andrew?
Guys.
We got a new poem and a new song coming.
Yeah.
I'm gonna learn how to play the kazoo because that's the most instrument you're getting out of me.
You're gonna go to the kazoo and
Hard
play
pass.
it.
Anyway,
So either way, we have someone cashing in the Money in the Bank, and
I'm a
either of
very
these people.
emotional person and sentimental. Okay, you can suck a butt.
Hey, you know that's what emo stands for.
emotional.
Yeah, I'm double. I'm emo and emotional.
Emo.
I'm emotional.
Emo.
Emo-motional.
You guys, anyway, did you guys see
No.
Raven's comment? Brock wins. Braun comes
Who's
out.
Brock
cashes
wins?
in. Shut up. Heyman turns on Brock, and Braun is the new Paul Heyman guy. I don't care for that.
10 cheers from kind of smudge. Hip hip.
Hooray! All that salt.
Oh, that was a sad one. If you want to join the community, go to your dashboard settings, add Team Cope to the community. Definitely.
Yeah.
We will join the community. Tell our producer
Hey, Henry.
how to do it down
Henry,
there. He'll set it up
I
for
can't
us.
spell guy. Call me the emo
Why you
rabbit.
gotta... He corrected himself. Jeez.
Wow! Don't call out the audience.
We're being
man.
invited to a community about bullying.
Not
and
by
you're
Henry.
bullying our viewers by
That
making
is
fun
not
of them.
They're bullying me.
Yeah, but you're putting yourself out there.
Yeah, you asked me to do this.
You could have said no.
You know how I am.
There's a stop attacking the viewers. TC's emo too. See? You have family here now.
Fuck you.
Oh my god. Anyways, either win here in this match is bad because we just want Kevin Owens or Braun to win and cash in, right? Can we all agree that's what we want out of this?
Sure.
What? I'm sorry. Say again. I was doing the thing.
We don't want either of these fools to win. We want someone
Oh,
to cash
yeah,
in
no,
on
no, I
them,
wanna
whether
cash
it be
in.
Braun
I
or
wanna
Kevin
cash in.
Owens.
I would prefer it to be Braun because I feel like Braun deserves the title after
So
everything they've built him up to. But I would
Sure.
not be mad to see Owens get it.
But the match here itself, who do you want? Or who do
Okay,
you think?
if there is no cash in and it has to be one of these two,
Right,
my
this match
hope
itself
is
with
Roman.
no cash.
My hope
Okay.
is Roman.
So the community has spoken. Has Eric yet? Have you said your, like, who you think?
I voted.
Roman?
Yeah.
Okay. The community agrees with you.
In any scenario you can think of, never Brock.
Okay.
I wish
9.
Brock would like drive his car like Thelma and Louise. Him and
Wow.
him
not
and
that
himself.
It's not that real. It's not that real. Not that serious. 90% though think
Just a
that
goofy.
Roman's going to take this thing. So I fully expect Roman to win as well. Do I want him to win? No, I want Brock to win just because I like Brock Lesnar. But I don't want him keeping the belt and not being there. So it's a weird spot to be in. Let's move on to the next match though because we have much more to talk about.
Sadly, we have like a shit ton.
Jeez.
I just mean like I'm tired and my head hurts.
Good thing you don't have to work tomorrow.
True.
Moving on.
That's what I'm saying. It's a good thing. It's Friday.
That is true. That is a good thing.
Oh,
Oh.
DC forgot a question.
Forgot.
Oh, what
Let's
up?
see.
What do you got?
Brock walks out, vacating Roman's on the wellness violation again. Kid. What?
He said best outcome.
Yeah, I mean, who do we think attacked?
I don't know. I don't watch.
Yeah, I don't watch.
I don't watch enough TNA to
I don't-
comment on that.
What?
Jesus, TNA, NXT. Sorry, everybody.
Producer seducer, everybody.
Let's see. This is a good question. Let's ponder for a second. Who attacked Aleister Black on NXT?
Batman.
It was Batman.
It was Ebenezer Scrooge.
Ebenezer.
Ebenezer
Scrooge.
Scrooge.
Goose
Duck.
for everyone.
Oh, look at Goose. Who do I think?
honestly-
I don't know.
I honestly don't know.
Boiled
I didn't watch NXT to see him get injured.
It's going to be the person that they introduce a storyline with him next. Or it's Ciampa. Natty attacks Ronda, causes a DQ. So
Really?
they're trying to move on to this.
How do you attacks Ronda? You think?
Well, yeah, the way she talked about her father with that little intro promo.
Like, well about him?
Yeah.
She spoke well, yeah, but Natty could consider it condescending, saying that wasn't your dad. How are you going to come out here and try to get the people on your side and talk that way? I should have been out here.
I guess that's a. I feel like it's a long shot though.
I don't buy it.
I mean, why
honestly-
not? Look what they did with Charlotte with
I
her
honestly-
dead brother. Like, they
you know
brought
what?
that into shit before. That was awkward.
I honestly think that it's going to be something where Natty doesn't even come out because of that, and so therefore Mickey James has to be removed from the match.
Well,
Or Natty doesn't come out because of that, and then Mickey James does enter the match, tries to interfere, and gets kicked out.
so who are you picking here?
I'm picking Ronda Rousey.
The way they're billing it, it's round.
Oh no, it's not. Is it Mickey James?
She's not with her.
It would be Alicia Fox
Yeah.
if anybody comes out.
So here's the thing. With Lockesteady's thought, the way they've been booking her, more than likely Ronda's taking the belt here, unfortunately. Who am I picking? Alexa Bliss. The community said 72% in favor of Ronda Rousey.
I think it's just because the reason why I picked it is because I saw that promo.
Wait, why are we all getting slapped?
I don't know. TC says Rousey.
Oh, because we didn't watch NXT.
Henry says
Oh.
Gargano's going to take the women's championship. I mean, that'd be interesting.
It would be.
That's his call up.
Hey TC, if you want to throw something else in the comments, I'm on our dashboard under settings, and I don't see the add team thing. Maybe I'm just not looking at the
Community.
right place.
Community.
Well, I mean, he literally says go to your dashboard settings and add team. Oh yeah, add team, but to the community. But I don't see the community thing in here. Like, I don't know if maybe they moved it or something.
You would add it
It's
to the
under your,
stream.
yeah, it's how we're in the WWE communities and all that stuff.
You'd add
It's
it
one of our three.
to the stream details,
Yeah.
to the page details. Go to our page. Go to our webpage. Go to while we're live. Go to
Raven says, like WWE storylines, got to make sense.
our channel. Go to edit. And then communities.
So
Oh, okay. My bad.
I'm confused on why we're getting smacked still.
Because you didn't watch.
Oh, 3.
Oh.
Take one of the WWE ones off. Hey Travis,
Hmm?
we can
I'm
only be
taking out the
part of
other
3
page.
communities.
Yeah.
One is WWE games, one is WWE fan base streams, and the other is IRL streamers. Which
I'm
one?
taking off the WWE games, I think, because we're not
Don't-
playing the game right now.
It don't matter.
Okay.
It don't matter, son. So ultimately,
Yeah, you can-
we're going to
Watch
see a brief run, I think, of Rousey
Just
here.
shoo me away.
I don't think
No, I'm saying you can't go
Rousey
back.
will carry the belt into Mania. That's quite a long run. I think we see a short title reign if Ronda does take this thing.
Yeah, my bad. I found it. Sorry.
Any last thoughts on this one to move before we move on to the next match?
I got nothing else. No.
Nope.
All right, moving on. This one's interesting because if you watch TNA, this is a storied rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
These guys have been in organizations together in the past, obviously, and they've had multiple matchups. And this could end up being one of the better matches for
I think.
Joe,
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say.
because he has not had a great run since being called up.
No, I think this rivalry is perfect for him because of how personal it seems, which adds a lot to it.
Rabbit, you like magic?
That's why I did this. Pay attention. Get on my level.
TC Red Dead Damnian. Did I say that right? I hope.
Red Dead Damn Ian?
Damnian. He's a good streamer. We will give them a follow. Our producer will take care of that. Joe for the win. So we're getting votes in. People are saying Joe's going to take the belt from Styles.
God, I hope not.
I could see that
I
to
was right,
further
damn
the
Ian.
story.
Damien. Okay, sorry.
I could see that for the story purposes. Have him take it and then have another match between them at the next pay-per-view.
So Styles just set a record.
Just set a record.
Set a record for SmackDown history. The longest reigning WWE champ in SmackDown history. Beating JBL's record recently.
Yeah, so he just said it. Means he doesn't have to set another one.
Correct. Dish. You know, here's the thing. Is Joe the guy to dethrone him? I mean, it's believable.
For the story, I mean, I could see it.
Raven says he wants to pass CM Punk's title reign for the longest. I believe Brock is, well, not the same belt, but
I mean, Brock
Ray.
definitely has it.
yeah. I don't know. The community, though, 72% of you say AJ Styles in this one.
I
gonna
said
have
AJ
to
Styles,
go
but I feel like
I'm gonna have to go with Styles.
both would be believable. I mean, either one could work.
Right.
I guess.
Sure, if you're going to have Styles drop it, SummerSlam to Joe, it could be. And yeah, Brock has a different belt.
What are you doing?
What is
What were you
happening?
taking a picture of?
Don't worry about it.
You're like right up on your camera. You should take yourself away from do that.
Not fine.
What is happening? Next match. Are we doing that right now? Is this the
Yeah,
thing?
just block the camera. Block the camera.
Next match is going to be one that I really don't give a shit about.
Yep, me neither.
Actually, the only reason I do give a shit about it is because I want the Bludgeon Brothers to lose.
Yeah, I want the New Day to take the belts and either give the Bludgeons back to Bray, since we're about to not have Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt.
That's what I was saying,
anymore.
Henry, and I agree. I agree it would work.
Oh, you might turn block stream. Yeah. So yeah, New Day. I want to see New Day here. Community 72% in favor of New Day.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to
Because
agree with the community.
Bludgeon Brothers are trash.
TC says Bludgeon Brothers still a better rivalry though. You know, that's the thing too. Like, why New Day?
I feel like New Day can have a rivalry with anybody, though.
Okay, well,
They
so,
can have a rivalry with waffles because
Yeah.
pancakes.
Yeah. But Bludgeon Brothers, if you have to find a better rivalry for Bludgeon Brothers, then that's not a great tag team to have.
You just need to get the belts off. Bludgeon
well, and
Brothers.
realistically, who's going to be a better rival for the Bludgeon Brothers? Nobody, because they're terrible.
The Leader of Worlds,
Where'd the
maybe.
Usos go?
Where? Yeah, they've been
Where are the
conspicuously
Usos?
absent for a couple of
They're
years.
hanging out at the penitentiary.
Wow.
The Uso Penitentiary.
Henry, yes,
That wasn't.
we can skip this match.
Yeah, let's move on to what is definitely going to be a good match.
This, yeah. sanity.
Why do I not care that much about this match?
Because we all know what's going to happen. Someone's
I don't
going to
know what's
win,
gonna
and someone's
happen.
going to cash in.
Oh.
If they're smart, they're going to have Braun win this thing and then cash in later on the night.
Owens is going to win this, I think.
Oh, well, why do all this with Braun? I know he doesn't need it, but you keep putting him on the back burner for things.
Yep.
Just put him into the spot he deserves.
Oh,
because
God.
what they're going to do
Authors
is
of pain.
his momentum is going to kind of go like, fizzle out. And then no one's going to give a shit when they finally pull the trigger.
Yeah.
And they're like, or they just never do because of that.
You know what would be
So-
a perfect rivalry for Bludgeon Brothers? The what was the I can't remember their names now. Connor and Victor.
Oh, Ascension.
Yeah, you know why?
Ascension.
Because nobody's gonna watch the match either way.
Yeah.
They won't care. Fast forward through it. If the Bludgeon Brothers are with the Usos or with the New Day, you'll at least watch the match because of the New Day.
New Day
If it's with the
Usos,
Ascension, nobody's gonna watch it anyway, so it's the best.
Yeah. I want Braun to win.
Fashion
Don't
police.
get me wrong, but I that would be a better rivalry.
What would be?
Fashion police.
Oh yeah.
I want Braun to win, but I feel like he's not going to because they pumped so much. Did you notice, guys? If he loses by any means, count out,
Yeah.
DQ, he loses that.
They could also have say that because
He's gonna win clean.
yeah, because he'll overcome all of the obstacles that he could.
Sure, he absolutely could, and I mean that both from a storytelling standpoint and from a character standpoint. Or for the performer, he absolutely could, but
Oh, we're going to get to the kickoff show.
yeah, we'll get there. And yeah, that's all I've read is that the Ascension did amazing.
Oh,
in
they're
NXT, and then they
so
got
much
crap
better.
on
And
from
again,
the
I can't
roster.
say, I say this in every one of our episodes. It's the call up, I guess, what do you
Of doom.
The call up curse, right?
Yeah.
The cock. The call up curse. What I'm done with you.
Oh my
It
god,
was funny in my head.
it was funny out loud. It was horribly inappropriate.
That's the.
Hey TC man, come up to Michigan.
Make the drive.
Yeah.
Or
Maybe
actually,
at least just be part of this. Maybe
Eric
we'll
the
go-
Rabbit will buy your plane
There
ticket.
you go. I don't know who that guy is, but he's got money bags.
I didn't say rabbit. You're rabbit.
Yeah, I'm not paying for shit. I can't
Eric,
even pay for gas to get here.
So anyway,
Just fart.
no, I feel like the more likely scenario though for real is that
give me
that
money.
Owens is
Give me
gonna wind up
money.
winning.
we'll cheer your stream. How about
Yeah.
that?
If nothing else, if that's the case, if Owens wins and takes it, then he cashes in later and steals the belt at the end of the night, and then Braun
Can I
goes on
go?
to
Can I
rivalry-
say something weird?
Have a rivalry with Kevin Owens.
I don't think there's going to be a cash in.
But why? A Roman gonna end the show
just
after
gonna-
watching 6 hours of wrestling?
They want Roman to have the belt.
No, they
He's just-
don't.
he's
They're
just
all
gonna Carmella
stupid.
it.
I'm sorry, I don't want him to have the belt, but they want him to have the belt. They've been pushing this rivalry, 17 matches already. They want him to have it and to have his. They want him to be the. They wouldn't comment and say that he would be there every week.
They would
to
have
wrestle
been-
every week, and he's a hard worker. They wouldn't put all
Sure,
that
no,
through
no, I get it.
if they're going to have somebody
No,
cash
I
in.
get it. But, I mean, it'd play to the victim storyline even more, and it'd be great. But here's the thing. They should have just pulled the trigger and had Roman get his few-month run back in Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
Because
Even if they were going to give it back to Brock for this, they could have dropped
Right.
it to him and then had Brock show up on Raw like he did
And just
anyway.
to halt that whole, like,
And nothing.
I can't
Yeah.
win.
yeah,
Who cares?
yeah.
I just don't think from the creatives standpoint they're going to do a cash in.
Who knows? Maybe Vince Russo's booking again.
Oh, God, I wish he was. Those days were quite interesting.
Back when he was in WWE, anyway.
Next up, we got one of I think what's going to be my favorite match of the night.
Yeah, this one's going to be a real good one, I think.
Now,
I actually am not tired of this rivalry, even though they've kind of been beating this horse dead too.
the reason why I was
Because they're
excited
running
about
Raw. There's nobody else.
the reason why I was excited about this matchup because I knew Ambrose was coming back.
Yeah,
And
that was such a good reveal, though.
what do you mean spoiler alert? This is the match that he's coming back on.
Did you see the meme that we're talking about him? All the different forms of Triple H. Triple H has molded himself into all these characters.
No.
They're like past, or it's like the ghosts of Christmas, past, present, and what is it, future, right?
I didn't see this, so I don't know what you're talking
But
about. I'm
because
laughing.
he's got his hair all buzzed, right? They're like, oh, he's trying to be the current Triple H, and then they had who was it? Bobby Roode, all in the suit. They're like, oh, it's Evolution Triple H. And they were going off all these. It's a meme. I'll have to find it for you.
Nice.
It's,
Yeah, we'll have to
it's
do
funnier.
that.
saying
Sounds
it, but
amazing.
It is a memesing.
Disappointed.
I still don't think Roman is as bad as people make him out to be. He just shoved down our throat so much he can put out a decent match. I agree.
Yep, 100%. Whole statement.
Now going back to the current match,
Yeah.
when I knew as soon as who was it? Dolph Ziggler said in that promo, he said, "We have a psychopath." Or
Yeah,
he
I
said
have the
that he's a
psychopath watching my back. He emphasized that way too hard.
I knew exactly what was going to happen.
That was the moment it was confirmed for me.
But as soon as he came out, I was like, "This dude is jacked as shit." Like he came out like Ambrose was like, I'm
He's
neck muscles now.
He's got that
in
Kurt
better
Angle
shape
neck now.
So now when he runs the rope and does his flip thing, he can do it with a little
I
more
don't think
strength.
he's going to be the same Dean Ambrose. I think he's going to be more
He just
ruthless.
run roughshod over.
I
people
sure
now.
hope so, because if they don't change his character, I'm going to be very quickly over him.
Yeah. You said if they don't change his character?
Yeah.
Yeah. TC, now people are saying Ambrose turns on Rollins during the match because of teaming with Jordan, but my thoughts are, or want to be, is that Shield moments, and hopefully Shield comes back for a third time.
Oh, buddy.
I don't know if I'm on board with that one. It feels like they're trying to do the same thing they did with DX, where it's like, we don't know what to do with these guys. Let's just DX it up again.
Well, they did that, and then they got hurt, and they broke it apart again.
Yep.
Like, half of booking is merchandise selling, right?
Yeah.
The Shield, when they're together as a group, moves merchandise.
Yeah, but the Roman stuff moves merchandise too.
Sure.
So
But
does Seth
together,
Rollins.
you got double the merchandise.
Yeah, but with the Shield, you're selling one particular shirt. If you have Ambrose's stuff with the D and the A on
Well,
it,
they'd still have their own spin on it.
Yeah, at
that's
this
what I'm
point,
saying.
they've, even if they put the Shield back together, I think they would still run with their.
Yeah, they would
But
add to the
individual
merch.
Yeah.
I think it's just all relative.
I think it's a bad play. Don't get me wrong.
I
don't
just think
feel
like
it's
the amount
a
of
merch
sales
issue.
would be the same.
I don't know, Ziggler, it's like Sean, Money Leroy, Triple H, they want to be DX. McIntyre, China, I mean,
I said he's
Sure.
got the long dark hair going on,
it could be. If he just stands there
and
silently.
the angry
He does, so yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
and the black leather and the chains.
Same size
TC
boobs?
says,
Wow.
so we're going there. You say that because you saw Shield again and it was short, but think more about it. You know, I have
I
given it
missed
a lot
the
of
Shield
thought.
in their first run, so I don't give a crap about them getting back together. It means
I
nothing.
saw Shield in their first run. And I don't want to see them back together because their first run was so good.
It was good booking. I had
Yeah.
CM Punk back then.
Yeah.
Because then they debuted to screw over Ryback.
Yes.
It was in the Hell in a Cell or the cage match or whatever it
Yeah.
was.
I mean, whoever they
No.
screwed over, it was
Their
on behalf
debut
of
was-
CM Punk.
I don't think
CM
it
Punk
was-
Ryback.
I don't know if it
But
was
I-
Ryback, but it was definitely CM Punk. No,
But I
question.
don't think it was like I don't think it was a cage match because they came in from the crowd, and then they ran into the ring.
Well, they had like SWAT gear on. All
Yeah,
covered
but
up.
they ran into the ring, which means there wasn't anything around it.
LO Ryback, God, he was awful.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm excited for this match. I think Seth Rollins is going to win with Dean Ambrose's help.
90% of the community favors that.
Yep.
So, Shield V1 great. Shield V1 is pretty cool. V3, where's my refund?
Shield V3. Shield V3 has Tyler Breeze and the B team. So, who do you guys
Black
think?
turtleneck,
Who do you guys
dude.
want for this?
Ziggler.
Ziggler.
Fuck, I don't know.
Cool. We're going with it.
Yeah.
No. I mean, like, it's a legitimate conflict for me because I like Seth Rollins
Yeah.
as the champ because he got out there every week and was like, "Come get this belt from me." It blew up in his face, but I guess I kind of gotta go with Ziggler though. I hope Ziggler retains. I feel like
Henry
he'll
says
wind
no
up making
SWAT
it
gear
better.
for their debut came later. You sure?
Yeah, I think he's right. They came out in like black shirt and jeans, but I don't think they had this.
Yep, the group debuted as Survivor Series as a villainous
Survivor
group when the debuting Ambrose, Reigns, and then reigning NXT champion Seth Rollins interfered in the triple threat main event between CM Punk, John Cena, and Ryback for the championship, where they performed a powerbomb on Ryback through a broadcast table, allowing Punk to pin Cena to retain.
So it wasn't a cage match.
Okay. I knew it involved Ryback and CM Punk. I remember.
I knew that they put somebody through a table too.
Um,
Who was supposed to be in the Shield instead of Roman? We'll look at that in a sec. But we're going to move on to the next match, which is Mella is Money, the Irish Lass Kicker, and the Woo Girl.
Woo!
Now, who I think's going to win is not going to be who I want to win.
Go on.
Or who I want to win is Becky. Who I think's going to win is Charlotte or Carmella.
Yeah. I feel like Carmella's going to retain, but I would rather Becky Lynch win. Oh, no.
Did he put it in all caps?
He sure did.
No caps.
Hang on, man. Let me see if I can just fix that.
So yes,
it won't
Raven,
show back up.
Becky should
It's
win,
deleted already.
and I think Becky will win.
Becky should win, but I think that Creative's not going to.
I think they throw her bone.
We'll see. Rob, thoughts?
I said my thoughts.
I didn't hear you.
I wish Becky would win, but I feel like Carmella's going to retain.
Oh yeah. Delete that shit. You have to beat Nightbot in a match in Gnaw in order to take him out.
That's
Yeah,
true.
because then we add your name to the exceptions.
Yeah.
So you can do
I like
caps
that.
once you
Let's-
beat Nightbot.
Let's do that. If you can.
So
if
tune
you,
in every Wednesday, Raven, to NAW again.
You win it. You challenge Nightbot. You beat Nightbot. We put you in the exception list.
Hashtag welcome back Raven to NAW. That's a long hashtag. Don't use it. 9% think Carmella is going to retain. 18% think Charlotte's going to win. And a
Oh.
whopping 72% in favor of Lynch taking that thing. TC is challenging Nightbot.
Oh, put him in a match.
We got it.
One of two things: we may need a picture of you or a creative wrestler.
TC's character's in there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was already here before.
He's on NAW.
Ooh, perfect.
Yep, yep.
So next up, we got a match that I care less about than life itself. It is Cedric Alexander versus Drew Gulak.
I think it'll be a solid match to watch, but from a story point,
This is going to be
I
a
don't-
great match to fast forward through.
That's a great pre-show match.
For me to fast forward through.
Yep. 54% in favor of Drew becoming the new Cruiserweight 205 champ.
No, you don't need to. I didn't know you were in NAW, TC. Or Andros.
I voted
TC is
for
like favorite team,
I voted for Drew here, just because Cedric's had the belt for a while.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
so. Rumors are
Rumors-
Neville returns to attack.
That'd be nice. They just issued a statement on Neville recently. Triple H did. So
saw
that
that.
could be. Timing is everything. Why would he randomly bring that up? Could be a preview. Foreshadow, if you will.
Yep.
That's a bathroom break match, or just do something else until the main show, because it's a pre-show match. So
So I did just go back and look up the Shield debut, and they just came out in black slacks and long sleeve.
when did they have the riot
I
gear
don't
then?
know
Because
what
I
I played.
specifically remember that.
It was real early,
Yeah, it
as
was
far as I can tell, but yeah.
205 is fast forward.
205 is a not
Wow.
watch because it's on not. You don't. It's like an optional. You don't
You
have to
really
choose
don't
to
need
watch
to.
it.
I
Our
mean,
next
Cedric
one-
Alexander's a great performer, and it just hurts my feelings.
That's fine. Our next one's a rematch.
And I
Speaking of
don't
ones that hurt my
care a
feelings,
match.
I don't
Shinsuke,
care.
Jeff Hardy, U.S.
Shinsuke's
Championship.
gonna win. Hardy's going to lose.
How long do you think this one will be? More than 6 seconds?
It's gonna
It
be
better
12
be.
seconds. It's gonna double the other one.
Randy Orton's going to come out.
I think it'll be 81 seconds, which is the actual percentage of people in favor of Shinsuke here.
Cool beans, man.
Yeah.
I am also in that favor over Jeff Hardy.
God, the rest
Yeah.
of these matches I
Which
don't
sucks.
care about, except for the rest of these matches we're gonna talk about I don't care about.
Really?
Yeah, I don't care about
The rest of them?
the ones that we're gonna talk about on this list.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't care.
Not
Okay.
this next one, but the one after that. I'm excited. I think that's going to be a solid match.
Yeah. I'll stop you there. I'm at 199 pounds and it's training to be a pro wrestler and dreams of wanting to be on 205 Live, so 205 isn't fast forward. It's my moment. I mean, dude,
Alright.
get it.
Hey, if you get on there,
Hey,
I'll watch
if you get on it, I'll watch it.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Get it.
We believe in you.
You can do it. That was my dream growing up, too, man. I wanted to be a wrestler. I wanted nothing more.
You know what my dream is? To be 199 pounds.
Yeah, no shit. Jesus.
That was a long time
I would
ago.
give money to be 205 pounds.
Yep.
That was a long time ago.
I would give money to be 220.
Well, that's what I am.
I don't know if I'd pay to go that low, but I want to get back there.
Yeah.
I'd rather be below there.
That's what I am.
Yeah, I agree, Raven.
That's what you
Everything
are?
I've seen.
That makes me feel
jelly.
bad.
Why?
Because I'm too... Nothing. Nothing.
Hashtag sad panda.
Yep. I'll tell you after the stream, so it's not on the internet.
If it
I don't care.
If it became
I
You
care.
don't mind.
Oh, I just don't want to.
going with the chat here, fellas, if it became a triple threat, I'd care more about the match. But even
No.
then, kind of 50-50.
Still wouldn't care.
Randy Orton's not even on this card.
No.
I still wouldn't care.
I
don't care about Jeff Hardy anymore. I'm sorry.
I want to, but
It's past his prime.
yeah. If he had stayed with Matt and become part of the trio with Matt and Bray and just been Woken with them,
No.
I probably would have cared more. But even
No.
then, like
I don't care about Woken either. I don't care about them.
He could have been Willow.
I thought that's where he was going for a minute when he was like, "I've become broken since I lost it," and then he had the white contacts, and I'm like, okay, maybe he's going for a shift. But
His gimmick over the last like 5-6 years annoys me with the whole eyes on his paint, and he sits in the corner all crouched, just does that every time.
Yeah, it's weird.
And he's done one thing I noticed watching old highlights of his. When he wins the belt or has a belt, he holds the belt, looks at it. Go back and watch old clips. He does that every single time, and it's like, wow, I've never noticed people are of routine in that, sort.
Everybody else, they got their thing.
Right.
I'd have to.
Everyone has their thing, but
I'd have to do that probably 5 days a week, and I'm trying to go the other direction.
Yeah, no, we're trying to take off.
oh, you should. Yeah, he's trying to go
He's trying
up.
to bulk up because he wants to
Dude.
get out there and do it.
Hot Pockets.
I don't think that's the kind of bulking up he's going for.
Worked for me.
So the next match we got is another one I really could care less about.
Another
Finn Balor
horse that has been
versus
beaten to death.
Boring Corbin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Terrible. 100% of the community is in favor of Finn Balor.
Good. That means we don't have to argue or talk about it.
Sir.
Nope.
Let's
Moving
move on. Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. Now, when I say I really don't care about this match,
This has a lot of history.
it
Why?
does. That's the only reason I care about it.
8 years of history. And during his injury
I
time
care about their
off.
promos about it more than I care about the match.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The promos when he was off, the whole Raw talk or the SmackDown,
Talking smack.
talking smack, like the insults after insults about him being hurt and retired, and going back to NXT before it was NXT, when it was the competition NXT.
Mm-hmm.
His rookie, Miz, was the pro. His rookie was Daniel Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, this is almost
Very
like
storied rivalry.
right. It's almost like it kind of like wrote itself here by accident and falling in place to Sunday night.
No
So
matter
there is an extensive amount of history here.
No matter which
Yeah,
way this
but
match pans out, it had to happen before Bryan moves on.
I was just going to say the reason
this
why...
is, this is a crossroad for sure.
The reason why I'm like... is because Bryan's comeback was less than eventful for me.
But this could make it important.
It could be... Also, that segment with Daniel Bryan attacking The Miz on set was 100% real by TMZ.
Treat Finn like rookie shit. Pretend he's not first. Corbin sucks. Best feud at the moment. Bryan for the win. Also, the segment with Daniel Bryan attacking Miz on the set was 100% real by TMZ. So
Interesting to note.
that's what I mean. There's
Attacking him on what set?
And on SmackDown this week, Miz was cutting a promo from the 7 Miz and Misses talking about how he was going to beat the crap out of Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan's overrated. Nobody cares. Why don't you just give up? Blah, blah, blah. And doing the Miz stick. And then out of nowhere, Daniel Bryan blindsided him, just whooped his ass right there on set.
Didn't they do this once before?
well, he was not cleared to wrestle. He attacked him
that's
before.
right.
He's been, retired. So, I mean, you talk about a lot of history here. This has potential of being something important. And you got one of the formerly best in-ring talents, because we haven't seen it yet upon his safety return of wrestling in, speaking of Daniel Bryan. You're talking about one of the best promo givers in WWE today and of the last decade. Was still one of my favorite moments, and you can agree upon it, and I know you will, Eric, his WrestleMania main event against Cena. That Nas, You Can Hate Me Now, where he's looking at the cameras, talking about his rise from MTV, saying, I'm going to be a wrestler. I was like, ha! So not even winning tough enough when he was on it. Getting beat by Daniel Puder, who was an MMA, fighter who really shot on people like Kurt Angle, and ultimately that's why they cut him short. But coming up short, being made fun of, teaming with John Morrison, who was the better wrestler, and just kind of being in the shadow of all these people, having the faux hawk, rooster haircuts, all these dumb, bad gimmicks, to him never getting a chance, just being a reality star, to being one of the most tenured on the roster today and one of the best to only have that one shot.
He's up there with one of my favorites.
Yeah.
No, he is, and that's why I think this match deserves a
Agreed.
higher marquee than it's possibly being given here, because this is an important match with a lot of history.
Yeah.
So that's my rant on that.
I think it'll shock me, but I'm not like too excited. I'm not like, oh my god. I'm just like, cool.
It's more so the intrigue, I think, is more appealing than might be the match itself at this point.
Thoughts on
So-
Daniel Bryan's contract expiring after SummerSlam?
That's the other thing. He's in negotiations.
Yeah. Win or lose, I don't think they're booking him right now in general.
I
so-
wouldn't be surprised if he left, to be honest with you.
I wouldn't be either.
Yeah.
Would I miss him? Sure.
There's
but
no room on the roster for him anymore.
Right. Miz and the Mic is
Sadly.
Miz is great in the mic, good in the ring. Daniel Bryan, yep. The fedoras, yes. There's a lot
Miz
of
has had some garbage gimmicks. When I first started watching it, I was like, I hate The Miz. Like, I've always hated The Miz. And I came to realize that I hated The Miz for the reason you're supposed to hate The Miz. He's a fantastic heel.
Yeah.
I have
Same reason
much
I
respect.
I hate
For the
Alexa
Miz.
Bliss the way you're supposed to hate Alexa Bliss.
Yeah,
but that makes me
absolutely.
like Alexa Bliss.
Yep.
So TC, let me ask you this. He wants to be at All In. That's in September, I believe. Anyone want to confirm that? All In. With a contract expiring, I believe there's something written into it where they have the 90-day no-compete. Even if he let his contract expire out, could he appear on All In?
I don't think it's part of I don't think it's a wrestling.
September 1st.
Yeah, see, I think it's in a clause in the contract for most talent. It's a 90-day no-compete.
No
Yeah.
compete period. So
No
like
compete
you
period.
could
Could
compete
not.
like
Could not. You could be in
backyard
dark.
wrestling.
Nothing.
You could be in dark matches,
Yeah,
but you
nothing
cannot be
televised.
televised.
Pay-per-view.
Yeah, you can't be on screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Raven, yes. Is.
I'm 99%
So,
sure that's a standard clause for all
What
WWE
if he
employees now.
doesn't let his contract expire and then like strikes a deal with WWE to allow him to be an All In?
That's potential. I mean, Jericho's done that.
Yeah.
So
Jericho isn't he still in contract with WWE?
I think he's a Legends type contract. Yeah.
Yeah. So but he was still at Wrestle Kingdom.
Right. Well, he's their Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
So his
Which I heard was
contract.
causing some shit, but
Yeah, he pitched the idea of Intercontinental Champ versus Intercontinental Champ. His IWGP IC belt versus WWE's IC in SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Was shot down by Vince. They never heard back. He also said that in 2019, I mentioned this to you earlier, that Jericho is a free agent, so he's under no contract. So there's rumor has that Jericho's going to TNA next year. So
Which is sad.
I mean,
I don't want to watch TNA. Like he's gonna make me watch TNA? Like what an asshole.
Christian did back when he jumped ship.
Well, for you.
Um,
Yeah. So who do you think's gonna win?
at least two?
Yeah.
That's a tough call.
Daniel Bryan, the underdog story.
I feel
But
like-
he's been winning every match since he's been back too, except for the Team Hell No One.
Yeah.
So
I think, okay, the smart money is he loses
Yeah.
and
I think the Miz is gonna win.
perpetuates the feud.
I agree, Raven. They should work with New Japan. They
I
won't
agree.
though.
I absolutely agree.
They're competition. I mean, that's I guess a good reason too.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way: 63% thinks that Daniel Bryan will win this.
I can see it, but I want to go with the Miz because honestly, I like the Miz more in this.
I think my actual vote has to go to Daniel Bryan. The smart move would be to give it to The Miz, but I think really what they're going to do is they're going to give it to Daniel Bryan, and then his contract's probably going to expire, and he's going to go out on the high note. That's what I think is going to happen.
So here's the thing: if
think-
they're not close to negotiations with the contract, you make them lose because you don't elevate someone who's on their way out.
Yeah.
Well, unless they give him the win as like
Also-
Convincing offer.
Also,
Yeah.
people who retire lose their last match.
Gives them something to come back for. So another contract that's in negotiation is who we were talking about earlier. Real quick thought on contracts: Brock Lesnar.
Omega versus Styles, Shinsuke versus Cody. That would be so good.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of potential. Brock Lesnar has a meeting 4:00 in the afternoon Sunday for contract negotiations. He's trying to be in both WWE and UFC, so he's working out a deal there. So we'll know if he retains that he's worked out that deal.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, the quick little side note on the contracts. Just some things I've been reading
God,
this
it's
week.
my anger.
Okay.
So we have 2 more here left on the card for us. These are both pre-show matches. We have our mixed tag match. Rusev Matska and Lana versus Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega. I'm rooting for Almas here, for sure.
Of course you are.
100%.
TC, no, honestly, 100% language warning. Fuck those guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
agree, TC.
No, we agree with you.
Rusev's been
that,
getting
dude.
shit on lately. What do I think is going to happen? Almost is going to get the win because it looks like they're trying to slowly build him up a push.
Yeah,
Almas needs the win here.
he does need the win. Rusev can
just-
bounce back.
Well, it's funny. You go from Rusev, who just had a title shot, to a pre-show match. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
He wasn't really mighty to begin with.
That's sarcastic.
Zelina cute though.
I mean,
Yeah,
Right, too.
he ain't
yeah.
wrong.
You're
No.
not wrong. So yeah, I think Andrade should get the victory here, and the chat or the community is actually in favor, 54% for Rusev and Lana to win this.
I honestly don't care, but I think Andrade Cien Almas is going to win with Zelina Vega. And I think they might actually push that rivalry longer.
I could see this going into the next month for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
And our final match here to chat about real quick is gonna be the B-Team defending champions versus the Revival.
I don't know how to feel about this.
Revival deserves it.
They do.
Because they're a solid team, but
No,
on...
what is it? What is there? No flips.
No flips, just
fists.
Yeah, no
That's what it
flips,
is.
just fists. TC says Revival.
I think Revival. Too.
They absolutely deserve it. I do not disagree. But,
Do you remember them at the 25th anniversary Raw?
nope.
Getting
Didn't even
shit
see
on
that
by
one.
all the legends?
Nope.
Do you remember
didn't see
watching that?
I did, unfortunately.
But it's shit booking to pull the belts off the B team. at
Well,
this
one
point.
of them has been injured too, so they haven't had consistent booking for the Revival. So they're just kind of trying to get a momentum push again.
Well, sure, but in
See,
terms
if
of
you-
what you're doing with the B team, it's shit
That's what I'm
booking to
saying.
take the belts away at this point.
That's what I'm saying. With the recent booking and success of that booking with the B team, I think you give them the belt just a little bit longer and still starts to, fade a little, and then you can drop it.
Well, and the other thing is, a win over the Revival at this point would actually
Solidify.
legitimize this title run.
Wouldn't it
because
be
at this point,
amazing if
had
they
a lot
switched
of-
their name to the A team?
Mm-hmm. No.
I feel like they can't do that, and that's probably why we got the B team.
Like legally can't do that.
Well, sure. I don't know. Do you
Yeah, I
bring
don't know where you're
Apollo
going with
Crews
that
in and
either.
then you have a cigar and then you can really do it?
Sure.
Cool, we got it. There's booking.
Who made this like a ninja stream?
It's
Wow.
a character on the show. What?
Yeah. Because he's black, he looks like another black guy. Wow.
Well, no, the guy with the cigar wasn't.
Did you say Apollo Crews?
I said Apollo Crews. I said give them cigars and then have Apollo Crews.
Oh, I thought you said give Apollo Crews a cigar. I wasn't.
No,
missed
if I
it.
did, that's not what I meant.
No, because what you said was worse.
Angle already
Oh,
told
that's
them
true.
it's a
He
TV
did tell
show.
them that. They
So there you go. There's your answer. Community
almost-
says 81% in favor of the B team retaining. So
I think it's a smart move. I don't like their new theme song, but I think it's a smart move.
yeah, why did they change the
I
theme?
don't know.
It was working.
I mean, it makes sense. Now they've got a chant for the
TC
crowd,
says Rabbit would be
but-
racist.
What the fuck, dude?
Rabbit aspires
Oh.
to be just like Ninja.
He's my role model.
Just shitting on stream all day.
So this is going to be the weekend. This weekend, it's here. NXT SummerSlam.
It starts
So,
today.
It starts now. So if you guys are all watching, hope you enjoy the show. Hope we're all entertained. I hope it ultimately is a good one, both of them. That is. But that's really all we have for this evening's show of the 3 Second Tan here, which is our weekly dosage. We didn't say it in the beginning. It's
Oh my God,
episode
episode
46. We missed that part.
Yeah, it's true.
But each and every week on Thursdays, this week's a special, because happy birthday,
Here's our schedule.
Desi. Backwards.
Hang on.
Each and every week we get together as a group like this where we talk about wrestling or all the good culture, or we do a bracket challenge like we're doing next week. And then, of course, every Friday, normally, you'd get a nice cooking show with none other than Rabbit there. And every Wednesday, we get some more wrestling with Nerd Acumen Wrestling. So, again, if you want your character on there, let us know. We'll add you. But most importantly, next week, Thursday, is a special episode. We're going over the highest grossing films. It's a bracket
Adjusted
challenge,
for inflation
but if
this
this
time.
one is adjusted for inflation. What we do is we spend 90 seconds and determine which of the two films on screen is better than the other. Come to a vote.
you can hang out with us on our other shows.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Any one of our shows.
Catch up on Nerd. Oh, you know you're in on Nerd Acumen Wrestling.
So with the bracket challenge, we come to a decision on what's the better of the two. It moves into the next round. Think of NCAA bracket style tournaments. And that's what we're going to work on together as a group and come to a consensus on what the best film is, adjusted for inflation, of the highest grossing films.
Ooh.
So next
Right
week,
in that
Thursday,
number.
make sure to join us. We have 32 films to narrow down to one. And then our week begins again next week, Wednesday with NAW. Thursday, we have that bracket challenge. And Friday, no cooking. We're actually going to be on the road.
Yeah, we're going to do a special stream. We're going to be on our way to MatsuryCon, which is an anime convention in Columbus, Ohio. It's going to be at the Greater Columbus Convention Center, where we'll be doing commentary for tournaments that they have there. We're going to be doing random pop-up streams so you guys can hop in for. We're going to be doing like behind-the-scenes streams. Follow our That's Rude, Racist. Nope, that's not me. Follow our Instagram at Dose of Nerd Acumen, and Facebook. I know I saw that. Come to Renfest for a live stream. We might do that.
That could be interesting.
You guys can hang out with the Cheeto. Yeah. Speaking of,
Donald Trump will be in the convention center.
So Renfest, that's Renaissance, right?
Festival, yeah.
Festival,
So
yeah.
technology at a Renaissance fair, we
would have to dress up as Star Trek characters.
I'm
Yeah.
fine with that, but wouldn't we get hung? Like,
Yeah.
for being witches?
No.
Having the internets?
but yeah, keep watching. Follow our Instagram. That way you'll get notified when we go live for that. We'll probably be doing some Twitch streaming too, just some random stuff while we drive up. Feel free to watch those live when they pop up because we might be listening to music in the background. It might get muted on the replay. So there's that.
True story.
I want to talk to you more about Renfest. I'm intrigued. I think that'd be interesting, have DNA at Renfest.
Henry,
Gonna be
we'll
going this
chat
year.
about it. I haven't gone in
When
a
is
while.
it?
I haven't
When-
gone since I quit working.
I went last
So-
year.
When
Did
is
you?
it?
Well, no, that's not true. I went a couple of times after I quit working.
When is it?
Renaissance
over the
Festival.
When?
Oh, I don't know. There's
weekends
every
over the
weekend.
summer
Oh,
while
okay.
you're camping.
Well, if we do one, make an exception.
Yeah, see? Wonders of the World Weekend. They do occasionally have Fridays or Mondays or something.
Discord. Tell them all about
We
our
do have a
Discord.
Discord.
Yeah,
Eric, you manage that.
we have a Discord. It is Dose of Nerd Acumen. So I can actually. I think we have a link somewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna go dig it up real quick.
It's on our YouTube.
Yeah, I think
That's
the
true.
link is on our YouTube. I think it. I don't know if I put it in our Twitch yet. We'll have to grab that and put it on there. But you can. We can send you the link somewhere.
I'm grabbing it
Not
right now.
sure.
It'll go in the chat before we go off air.
Okay. Yeah, just click the chat or click the link in the chat before we go off air and follow and join. It's not very active, but if we can, we're trying to get more people active in it. So
Starts this weekend, goes to the last weekend of September.
yeah.
Good to know.
Last year we went to Renfest and it was hot as balls.
Supposed to be a lot of rain this month.
No, Renfest.
I know, rain. A lot of rain. A lot of rain in the Ren. It's been raining.
Anyway,
The weather.
that's been episode 46 of the Weekly Dosage. This has been episode 5 of the 3 Second Tan. Yeah, check us out for what's coming up. Oh, dude, please make it active.
Yeah, seriously.
Bring a bunch of people in. I promise. I would love to be active in it, but nobody.
Henry, you got a cheer there to close out the stream. Hip, hip.
Hooray!
Hooray!
All right.
Thanks,
I'm gonna
Henry.
have to. Apparently, there were some serious updates to Discord, so
Oh.
I'm gonna have to read those later.
Yeah, we'll actually we can message it to TC directly.
Ooh, whisper.
Yeah, we'll whisper it to you.
Send you a whisper, just like that.
What was that? What was the lyrics of the Whisper song?
Oh, don't say that on air.
Yeah, what was it?
Come over here, baby. Let me whisper in your ear. And
I'm
the
not gonna do
rest-
it.
The rest I don't remember.
Can we not?
No, I was looking for that part.
Can we not do a custom?
Come over here, baby. Let me whisper in your ear.
I thought we could do a custom invite. That's not.
No.
Well, whatever.
We can do whatever we want.
Here you go, friends.
Hey, there's the link in the chat below, so get it right now while you can. While it's hot, you want to click it, you know you do.
I'm currently in the Discord right now.
There it is.
And we got a bunch of text channels. We got a voice channel.
Hey, there
Hey,
it is.
there he is.
He's got it.
Hey, buddy.
Welcome to the Discord, friend.
There you are.
Cool.
All right, it's blurry and backwards. So let's.
You're blurry and backwards.
That's hurtful. What you
No.
just said to me there.
He's not wrong.
Hi.
Look at you. You're gone.
Cool.
Thanks for joining
He's
us, guys. It's been a blast.
That's been a
And,
blasty.
Yeah,
we'll
pretty
see
solid.
you
Catch you on the flip flop.
next weasel.
Dun,